Without further delay, welcome to the Rift and welcome to the semifinals of playoffs. This best of five between Urgottem Evolved and AOE Phenomenon. I'm Beautiful Crow, rocking it by myself for a little bit, just chilling out. So you get to watch the game and listen to my amazing voice for both color and play-by-play. So this is going to be experience. Off the bat, we do have a stack up here. AOE looking to just establish dominance, put some vision down, get some wards, looking for that jungle invade, jungle pathing rather that they're going to be doing. Both teams are playing with subs this game, as we do have Mel Scout subbing in the jungle position for AOE and Last Dance subbing in the marksman position for Urgottem. It'll be perfectly fine. I do believe so, looking at the stats on these two teams. And whereas Last Dance has played a little bit with Urgottem, not so much on Mel Scout. So I'm gonna definitely look at these two positions to see how it affects the overall quality of the game. But yeah, just looking into it, it's early, nothing too crazy going on, just lines of scrimmages, so to speak, being put across on each team. The mid lane matchup is just absolutely incredible. You have the Victor LeBlanc skill matchup, as when Tears of Winter and Regen are definitely going to be at each other's throats for the majority of this game. Both of these players like to play aggressive and heavy, like to get that dominance and then roam out and affect all of their lanes. We're looking to see how AOE is going to do in this game, because this makes 3 series in a row. The past 3 series they've played down bans in the draft phase, and it's somehow worked for them to get them to the semifinals. So let's see if we can take them higher. And even though I said I was doing a solo cast, it looks like I have been bamboozled, as my partner in crime, Postar Shibby, has made his entrance. By God, it's him with the assist.
I'm coming in. We're tag teaming in like it's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Sorry for everybody. Honestly, I'm going to be honest here with you guys. I thought the cast was at 5. The error on my end. It wasn't on Crow. It was not on Mike or anybody on AVL. Apologies again. Hopefully, Crow did a very good job. I was listening in as I was coming back from work. But it looks like we see the Amumu, Jhin, LeBlanc, Jarvan, Gwen. So a very heavy 5v5 composition with a split push into the top lane. And as we're getting into this game right now, 4.2 to 3.9k, the lanes are going as expected, but top lane is just getting murdered right here, because Silas just cannot trade into this TP Ignite Gwen.
Yeah, absolutely. Impossible to get anything down in the early levels. Once that 3 comes in, once a item might get there, it'll be a bit better for him. But TP Ignite Gwen, always oppressive. You hate to see it if you're on the opposing team. Love to see it if you are the Urgottem squad. And just, back and forth trading. Nothing hard committed, as we do see Leggins hovering on the Raptor side. Tears of Winter does have Flash available, but does not see him over there. There's the flag, there's a drag, there's the combination. And First Blood will go over to Urgottem as Leggins. Picture perfect pixel gameplay. We have been seeing a lot of Jarvan recently. He has been really relevant in the meta these past few buffs, and it's definitely showing up to the detriment of AOE. Urgottem's going to take that early lead.
Yeah, and really that mid 2v2 that we like to see, or the one I talk about, the god mid 2v2, where it's LeBlanc Xin. I mean, Jarvan kind of just fits that slot very, very well when Xin's not available. In this case, AOE picking up the Xin for themselves. But yeah, Xin Victor's one of those characters where you just try to survive the laning phase. Oh, as we see Regent gonna go for possibly another solo kill.
It might happen. I'm gonna back off. Yeah,
it's such a dangerous lane for Victor, right? His whole goal is to just push her in and just get enough of gold to get his items, get his upgrades onto his Hex Tech. But Regent, is just willing to just dash in there. If he misses a chain, he kind of only eats a Q and an auto, and he comes back. And he's chugging on those potions, so he has a lot of resources to work with. And we've been talking about the inklings of the Amumu support, and it finally got let through. And we're going to see the terror it brings into these team fights, right? Urgottem definitely has a plan here, locking people up, especially for this Gwen, so she can do it as, ooh.
That was such a good flash. Oh my God, Dot. He gets dove constantly, but able to eke up that pressure. But there will be a kill coming back, but unfortunately will not result in them getting any kills. Urgottem cleans up two very hard to get kills, but yeah, they played that team fight impeccably. AOE, got to get it together.
Yeah, I agree. It's unfortunate, right? Because if you look at AOE's story through this bracket, I mean, the two very close series, right? 3-2, 3-2, neck and neck. But now you're facing Urgottem, right? These guys are the first seed. These guys don't play around. Like the leads they get, once they have it, they won't, they'll never let their foot off your neck. Like they won't give you room to breathe. They're about 2,000 gold ahead, and you just see Regent pushing in this Victor, Wing in, just looking to get as many advantages as he can. And Last Dance and Sidus, who have been pretty much playing as aggressively as possible into this lane and not giving any room for Rockboom or Carillion to really do anything in this lane. It has resulted in a very small gold lead, but they're about to get a plate here. And these small incremental leads, I can trust Urgottem to really just, close out games.
Yeah, for sure. Urgottem, they've been flexing since day one in the league. They were one of the strongest team, just fighting and scrapping all the time. These players know each other. They got each other's backs. You talk about Saidesu got his Amumu support in. It's just so scary. If you are AOE right now as Urgottem, they're just so strong, and they're gonna show it here. They're gonna show that they were that feared team for a reason. They were that scary team sitting at the top of the Noxus standings in their group, and AOE has overcome a lot of adversity. They had a intense best of 5 just last week, guys. Maybe they can pull off something here, but Urgottem definitely not going to make it easy for them.
Yeah, and it's just, you look at this Gwen, right? It was 16-2 CS, but now she has a kill. Now she's got stacks on her rings. You look at Jarvan, who's now building a bunch of items, and it looks like Regent's going to be here for the counter gank, and this 2v2 is way stronger. Yeah,
the 2v2 definitely stronger. Player number 6, looking on the kill on the dot. Carillion, he's roaming up. He does have flash. Got the Zenith Blade and the exhaust down to keep him alive. Yes. Could get it with the ignite. Regent, not going to burn down enough. The potions will be chugged. Saidesu's looking. He does have flash. Got the land. Lands it. Oh, man, that's it. The TP's coming in. Yes, that will be God coming in, but everybody's here. Everybody's here. Flag is not coming up. Carilion's in. He has no flash to get away. There's the Chaos Storm. There's the Gravity Field, but the Hallowed Mist will allow player number 6 to do so much damage and get another kill for himself. It's just tag team turmoil right now. Tears Winner going in. He has no mana to work with now, as he did burn all of his abilities. Last Dance. Oh, the 1v1.
Oh, putting the blue swaits? The blue swaits?
The dodges left and right. The bonus move speed. The ultimate goes wide from Rockboom. Oh, man. Last Dance is just hit 6 off that minion. He does have Curtain Call available now, but will not use it, as all that fighting in the top lane, multiple teleports burn, multiple flashes burn, everything committed by AOE, and they go down multiple kills. 6-1 as Got trying to clear this ward. It's just bad. He tries to apprehend to the tower. Under his tower will go down. Player number 6, absolutely unstoppable now.
Yeah, 0-3 on this Sylas, and this is sort of Dot's picks, right? He loves Sylas in this top lane. AOE likes to flex it, mid-top if they can, and it's just getting shut down here, giving Gwen not necessarily a free lane in this aspect, but just, providing her that support with this jungler in Jarvan and just playing towards that lane. Urgottem will be very, very well rewarded. I mean, you look at this, Jhin Amumu lane. It's not meant to have a lot of lane dominance, right? As I see AOE, Rockboom, and Carillion. Rockboom's making second guesses here. I think they have enough.
No. They should have enough. Summoner's burn in the last fight. Great ultimate. Last Dance did have his flash, but did not matter. Will get taken down. And that is the E-sub jungler, baby. Mel Scout coming in, getting that kill for himself, trying to put AOE back into this. They are down about 3K. It's just really rough for them right now, but they do have pretty decent scaling on their side. And I want to believe that AOE can get back into this, but Urgottem, they're not going to make it easy.
Yeah, they're about 3.3k gold down here. And AOE, yeah, they do have the scaling. They have the Ezreal, they have the Victor. I mean, Sylas late game is kind of a menace, not in terms of damage, just because of his survivability, the utility, his Kingslayer, and everything like that. And he has a lot of good ultimates to steal from, right? He has the Amumu ultimate, which scales very, very well with his ratios, right? He can, get the curtain call if he wants and set his team up. He can also get Jarvan, or he can even steal Gwen's ult as Dot. Gonna take the Jarvan ult here, expecting a dive, so he probably was gonna look to Cataclysm them in and essentially say, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna trade 1 for 1 here. Yeah, and Dot is just getting the short end of the stick, unfortunately, right?
Yeah. He just got that flashback, and he just had to use it.
Yep. Yeah, and it's so sad because the way Last Dance and Saidesu are playing, like you would expect Scout to try his best to help this bottom lane because you have an Ezreal, you have Leona, you have a lot of setup, but it's just there's probably so much pressure and attention being drawn into these solo lanes in region and player number 6 that if you're a Scout, I can't imagine, probably Tears of Winter or Dot are calling for him and saying, hey, these guys are ganking me for free. Like they're burning my TPs, they're burning my flashes on cooldown. Like, can we do something? Can you counter gank? Can we get something done? And you saw what happened in that top lane specifically, right? Zinzao was there for the counter gank, but Regent roamed, and then Jarvan got there, Carillion was there, but then Saidesu got there. Like it was a party in the top lane, and it ended up going in Urgottem's favor. Now Victor, he's dead. Yeah, Cataclysm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no way to get out. Oh, that's it. May get to be able to return off of the burn. No, the ignite will not take him down. It's
as easy as that.
As easy as that, just focus Tears of Winter here. He did a lot of work on that Victor pick last week, but it's just not going to be able to work for him right now. But the perfect gank come in once again. Scout trying to get this bot lane ahead, trying to push them into some sort of lead or some sort of recovery mode as Leggins is going to drop the Herald mid, and that's just going to crack this shell wide open as Shelly will get a charge. That's the first tower. That's first brick gold going over to Urgottem. And yeah, it's just the repeat ganks coming in from Leggins on on the mobile carry that is Victor. Just making it so easy to get region ahead.
Oh,
she absolutely chugs down Tears of Winter. Cooldowns are there. Doesn't go back in. We do see that Scout is there shadowing, trying to dissuade them from taking any further action. But man, that damage is absolutely scary. 3 stacks on that Dark Ring and a fully completed Ludens. Not even 15 minutes in. Oh yeah, that's someone you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of mythics coming out, and AOE, they do have the dragon in their back pocket, so they are delaying this soul point. We don't know what the soul is, obviously, right now because of Ocean Dragon, but we can guess it'll either be, Cloud or Mountain Soul here, and either of those are very, very good. The move speed is so clutch for Gwen and LeBlanc here, and even if they get the Mountain Soul, it's just going to be that much harder for AoE to claw their way back into this, right? Because even if you're a scaling comp, if you have to face a Mountain Soul with the shield, with the extra resistances, it's just going to be that much harder. Yeah, essentially. That pretty much. It's so annoying to play into that. Gwen does have a
so annoying. Speaking of so annoying, Regent, you can't keep doing that. Oh no. Winter popped the Chaos Storm just to try to get something back. Chaos Storm Gravity Field combo not gonna get any kills because he just doesn't have enough damage. He has been able to farm. Luckily, he somehow had a little bit of a CS lead over Regent, but he's just so down when it comes to items and damage. It's just so difficult for him to get anything done. This is Urgottem. Now their turn to go for the dragon.
Yeah, and they're going to start stacking these. Probably going to be around a 30-minute Dragon Soul here. It's going to be the Mountain Soul, which is super, super nice for Urgottem. It's a very, very, solid win condition to just stall out for the Mountain Dragon if you have to. But if I'm Urgottem, I really want to just start, pressuring, lanes, start diving, really putting these guys really far behind, and then set up for a really early Baron, right? A 20-minute, 21-minute Baron. As soon as it pops up, because the longer you let this game go, Ezreal and Victor will reach those points where they can start doing damage. And if it's, 45 minutes in, it's like 55 to 60,000 or 67,000 to 55K. Everybody's pretty much at end game at that point, or at the end of their items or late game. So I want to see them start setting up picks with Curtain Call, start forcing fights with Amumu, and really just, using this Gwen, Jarvan, LeBlanc as a 3-man roam squad and just killing whoever decides to, think their turret is safe.
Right, and they're probably thinking the same thing. They can do it pretty easily, I'd like to say, as they're just strengthening this hold they have on AOE, but
player number 6.
Yeah, he did get knocked back immediately. The Hollow Mist not going to be able to save them. Great Solar Flare. He hits 2. There's a shutdown. Goes to the pocket of Melscout. Legends is on a rampage, so we'll get a kill. Regent is so low. Go over the side. One auto attack will do it. Rock Boom gets his first kill of the game. Unfortunately, two-shot barrage goes a little wide. Melscout trying to chase over, but Legends will get out of there. It's a 2-for-1 in the end, as we do have Saidesu just now getting up here. Good return from AOE, trying to get something done. They did get a hefty shutdown into their jungler. This emergency sub Diamond jungler in Melscout right now. He's really trying to show up for the team, saying, hey, y'all can trust me. I got you guys. As Tears of Winter needs to get out. There's a TP on the backside. It's player number 6. He's TP'ing the bot lane. Tears of Winter. He does have the ultimate available. Howl and Mist will be able to mitigate that damage. Spell immune. Yes, he's just going to walk him down. Needlework. Snip, snip, dash, dash, death, death. Another gray screen for Tears of Winter. 0-4-0 for him on this Victor pick. It's just, there's just too much mobility on the side of Urgottem for him to be dangerous and as useful as he would want to be. As over the side, Melscout, he jumps into that. He opted into that fight and gets taken down by Legends. Not the type of fight you want to take. As Cerulean's going to get collapsed on. Dot's going to try and run for his life. Cerulean, you know, just buying time for his buddy to get out, as they're buying a lot of time. Cerulean finally goes down. It takes about a minute. The kill will go over to Regent. And yeah, that's just another objective for them to start off that kill.
And it's gonna be looking like this, right? Because player number 6 is consistently gonna be able to solo lane. She's consistently be able to win side lane here, and nobody can really answer her, right? We saw the Victor throw down the gravity field, the Chaos Storm, the standard death laser, and everything like that. And it pretty much Gwen took 0 damage because she has the Conquer, she has the Ignite, she has the Hollowed Mist ready. I mean, she is one of those dominant side laners, and usually her weakness is that early laning phase. Right, the really early laning phase, like pre-6, you can try to gank her. She has no mobility, especially there's no flash. But now we're in the mid game. We're 17 minutes in. She's 5-2-3. She's got a Riftmaker on her belt, probably building towards that Nashor's Tooth, possibly, or even Zhonya's here. And if she just keeps playing the side lane, keeps pulling 2 people from AOE to her, it's gonna free up the rest of the 4 on her Urgottem side to either push mid, push top, or even take an objective super early, like a Dragon, like a Baron, those which are coming up very shortly.
Yeah, all those coming up for them. They got both Heralds this map. They have a Dragon apiece. Next one spawns in a minute. It's not looking like AOE are in the position to contest, and we do finally have some good news for Tears of Winter. He finally got his Liandry, so good for him. He will have some more agency in those team fights, but it's just your 2 AP carries on this AOE squad are 0 and 4. They only have 1 item to work with. Tears of Winter got a stopwatch, that's good. But it's just, the damage is just not there that they need. And unfortunately, Rock Boom, he's not going to be able to pump out all the DPS you want him to be able to take these fights when you have a Gwen literally dashing in every 2 seconds, Jarvan flag drag everywhere, Cataclysm, LeBlanc getting her distortions off left and right. It's just, you know, his target selection is so limited. He wants to get on the Last Dance, but Last Dance is going to be sitting pretty in the back line, completely unfazed by everything.
Yeah, and he's just the utility that Last Dance provides here is, oh my god, that damn region. And she even stunted her build a little bit, right? She went for the Oblivion Orb instead of just, you know, 2 needlessly large rods. So once she finishes that death cap, which is I think what she's going for here, as the Rift Herald does get summoned into the bottom lane, and they can get an inhib super early here if, you know, the recalls don't come out from AOE into that top lane. 1 charge? Can they get a 2nd charge?
Ooh, they might be able to. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get onto Shelly, so that's 2 charges off. That tower's going to go down real fast. Yeah, that's it with that charge. They're trying to go for the end right here. The Chaos Storm is down. Rockboom is here. Going to try and save off the dive, but yeah, that's the pre-20-minute inhibitor. Now, you know, most people will say that's not a good thing because you're going to be feeding them all the super minions for them to catch back up and get that catch-up golden experience, but I don't think Urgottem's too worried about that right now.
Yeah, it is low right now, so they can take it really whenever they want. And just having exposed inhib so early into the game, it forces you to play differently, right? Because now that split push threat, you don't have time to like say, okay, well, I have time. There's a tower, the minions are dying, blah blah blah. You have nothing, and Gwen can single-handedly end this game. Right? She has the attack speed if she does go that Nashor's too. As she does, yeah, she just on back completes the Nashor's too. So now she can take down towers super quickly. She has the attack speed, she has the magic damage. With the changes that happened a while ago to where mages or casters or anybody that's AP heavy, their attacks onto turrets are scaling off of their AP. So they do more damage now. They do more damage now more than ever. And Baron is coming up. They take the dragon. They're probably setting their eyes onto this Baron as the Squire's orbs come down. Pings are coming down. People are clearing vision. And LeBlanc will be splitting because she has the TP here, which is really smart. And player number 6 is grouping. And this is something that a lot of teams forget to do, right? They kind of just send whoever their split pusher is, TP or not, into a side lane. And just Urgottem having the discipline and the knowledge just to like put her there and keep that pressure and having her TP as we possibly see a solo kill.
Oh yeah, no. Looking to be a solo kill.
No, yeah.
No, they're just gonna rotate.
Yeah, Regent burned flash for flash. So Dot burned his flash and Regent burns his flash here. Then I would want to say Regent's flash is a little bit more valuable just because they were trying to secure objective, and LeBlanc double flash or double distortion into flash can really do a lot of damage. But they are taking this Baron down super quickly.
It's literally blink and you miss it, it is gone. That is 100% a Baron for Urgottem. As AOE tried, but the Cataclysm over the side. They are on the attack. They have the Baron, and they want to go ahead and hit this now. That damage coming out from Regent on that LeBlanc is absolutely nasty. They're chasing him down. Mel Scout, thanks for coming, but you're going to go straight to the gray screen, buddy, as Urgottem pushing him into a corner. Double kill for player number 6. 8-2-4 on this Gwen. Absolutely unstoppable. Still baroned up. 3 members of AOE dead. And Urgottem's going to pump the brakes a little bit. They're like, all right. Let's go ahead and take some towers since we're here. And this top tier 1 tower is the focus, but there goes Last Dance. Gale in. Looks for the auto combo. Will get the kill from the burn. That's it right there. As it's just Dot versus 5. Has the Mumu ultimate. Could do some well for him, but no, not gonna be able to do anything at all. Urgottem, they're just gonna reset. They're like, hey, 4 kills, tower, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, now, they have the push, they have the Baron, they have the open inhib that we talked about earlier into that bottom lane, so they can just take that, force supers down that lane, and then rotate top, rotate mid, and just sync up the waves, and they have pretty good siege here, right? I mean, it's gonna be really hard to defend against LeBlanc constantly distortioning in and out. It's going to be really scary if Jarvan puts down his flag and he puts it in the zone where you can't walk because he's going to knock you up. Dragon is coming up in 2 minutes. It looks like they're also double dipping. They're preparing vision for it, and they're pushing these mid and top lane as legends. Mel Scout does have the ultimate.
Good. He did use it to keep himself alive right there. They're all in the middle of the Chaos Storm and Gravity Field, but it doesn't matter. Last Dance on a killing spree. Ultimate's coming left and right. There is the Everfrost burn as well, but no, that slam dunk put him in a bin. Double kill for Leggins. They're going for the full ace. Rock Boom trying to run for his life. He's throwing out shots in the back. There's the emotes coming down saying no fair. So he runs to his fountain, not trying to give him that kill. We'll open up the curtain call and bam, snipe down. 23-5. Complete
They're gonna end here.
Got him. This is gonna be no towers taken from AOE. Few kills given over, sure, but you know what? You could chalk this up as a near perfect game for them. And yes, 23 minutes in, next is going down. That's Urgottem Esports going 1-up in this series.
Yeah. Urgottem Esports going 1-up in this series. I love the picture we have for Bone Star Shimmy there. If you don't know, I did the Michael Jackson. I did bleach my skin, so now I look like Justin Bieber. But yeah, a dominant performance coming out from Urgottem. And, I can't say it's unexpected, right? The 1st seed versus the 5th seed. If you looked at all the games that AOE is playing, both of their sets or series were slobber knockers, right? Last one went down to a game 5. As you look on the side of Urgottem, like their games, have been going pretty smooth if you look at their bracket, the way they've been playing. It seems that they have very set compositions, and I think we've only seen, we've only scratched the surface of what Urgottem is willing to pull out here, and it's going to be really hard to draft against them or anti-strat or even try to, get something, pick something away from them because they have so many picks. They have such a deep champion pool that they've shown, in the AVL Vanguard League and the playoffs as well. So if AOE wants to take games, if they want to win this series, they're gonna have to pull something out very, very unexpected. And I think the first thing is just not giving Urgottem a lot of their power picks on a strong 2v2 or a strong mid 2v2, because that it looks like that's where they are facilitating. That's where they're really creating their advantages.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for them to do that, though. Once again, they are down some bans in the ban phase because of their emergency sub. So I think you can say AOE has definitely played this bracket on challenge mode with handicaps on, because, oh boy, it's a rough one right now. Big hill to climb. With that being said, we're going to throw it to a quick break, and when we get back, we will be in for game 2 between AOE Phenomenon and Urgottem Evolved.
Oh, one of the orgs I casted for, or the very first org I ever casted for there.
A word?
Oh. Hello,
We
everybody.
jamming. We're
Hopefully
in the draft, baby. Let's go.
No leakers happening right now. I'm back here with my camera. No more Justin Bieber. Surprise. I'm back to normal opponent star Shibian. We're going to get straight into the draft here, as we've been informed that AOE only lost bans for the first game. So now throughout, if this goes to a 5-game series, AOE will not lose any bans. So all the bans listed below are AOE's actual bans, along with Urgottem's as well. And it looks like Urgottem is going to go for a very stylish composition, is the way I would like to put it. They have Talon jungle, Yone mid. They got the Gwen back into the top lane, which was just wreaked havoc. And they're going to round it out with most likely Leona Ziggs, which we have the knowledge here. They're going to round it out with Leona Ziggs. While on the side of AoE, top Camille, Diana jungle, Rise mid, Aphelios ADC, and then the last pick is that Braum. So they're going for a very, very, very late game scaling composition. And they tried to do something similar, and Urgottem just won. They just won at 23 minutes. Like they didn't have a chance to scale, really.
Yeah. Very brave for AoE. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, oh man, you're really hoping they make it to that 20 minutes, because Urgottem not gonna make it easy for them, especially with how we saw them play in the first game. That's just, God, it's so much dive, so much upfront aggression, and it's, man, I'm kind of trying to wrap my head around, allowing the Leona Ziggs to get through, as we were talking, and just allowing the Gwen to get through, seeing how much damage they did with the last game. Like, that's terrifying that it's through again. So Urgottem looking to just push the pedal even that much faster and completely take over the series. Give it a quick 3-0 shutout, because Urgottem has a composition that's very much looking at dumpster fools early.
Yeah, and the main change here is that they don't have the Jarvan for that CC setup, usually that he can provide even pre-6 and post-6 with the Cataclysm. You really just have a Talon jungle who has the same advantage, I would say, as Zach, in the sense that he has a very, very, interesting gank angles. And he also has that really, really nice high mobility. I would say as a jungler, he has the highest mobility in the game, or highest mobility as a jungler, right? If he does go for that Moby boots as well, he can even gank top, run bot, do his parkour through his own jungle, and then gank you through your side of the jungle, right? Enemy side jungle. And he can come from behind, use his R, Q, E, do all that fun stuff, and you're bursted out and you don't know what happened. It hits you before you even know what happened. And it's going to be really interesting to see how Talon plays around this bot lane, because they have that CC setup. They have the satchel, the mines, the Zenith blade, Leona Q. I think this bot lane really sets him up for success. While it's going to be more difficult to gank for that Gwen when there's no CC setup. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to gank for Yone pre-6. His clear is fine too once he does get that, once he gets all 3 of his abilities or 2 of his abilities, the rake plus Q. I have seen some, jungles Talon's max the W for the clear speed.
Right. W max clear. Yeah.
Yeah, W max clear is pretty good. Some of them go Tiamat just to have that little extra clear.
Extra.
I know. Yeah, I know others go Dustblade of Drakthar. It's all super situational, and I want to see Legan's really, how he pilots this Talon jungle and where his first couple ganks go.
Right. Yeah. Definitely looking for those first couple ganks because those are the most potent. With Winter being on the rise rather than the victor, has a little bit more wiggle room to work with mobility wise. Able to shake off some of those ganks, able to get the Rune Prison down, and we know these are the types of champions likes to play. Yes, Victor is his most played champion this season and his most successful champion, but against the style that Urgottem likes to play, it's just not looking like a feasible option. And especially with a jungle Talon, very smart for them not to pick that into it. It's just not a good time for him. Will never be a good time for him. It's so going with the rise for that pick is definitely a good idea. AOE, they're like I said, they have a mountain to climb to get over Urgottem. Bring this to a 1 game apiece game before game 3. So with that being said, we're gonna have the timer sync down, get everybody ready and loaded into game. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Quick break, and we'll be back for game 2 between AOE Phenomenon and Urgottem Evolved. Woohoo! Thank you very much, production, as we are into game 2 between Urgottem Evolved and AOE Phenomenon here in the semifinals of AVL. I am Beautiful Crow, and now in the passenger seat with me is Ponstar Shibby, and we are excited for this bloodbath today.
Bloodbath. That's one way you can describe. Last game wasn't really a bloodbath necessarily back and forth. It was just Urgottem kind of not letting, AOE play the game, pretty much. It was mid 2v2, it was LeBlanc, it was Regen killing the mid laner and player number 6 back on this Gwen against Camille, Dots Camille, which is very good. I think Dots Camille is one of the better ones we've seen in the AVL, and I think he knows how to pilot the champion. Both of these laners, TP Ignite, they have the kill pressure. They don't have as much mobility. I would say Gwen's mobility is really tied to her Hollowed Mist and how much damage she can block / negate, while on Dot's side is just hookshotting out.
Right, and both of them took TP Ignite, so they are ready to scrap all day. And Conqueror versus Grasp, you know how that goes. Healing definitely going to be benefiting Dot as long as he can get it off before the Grievous wounds are applied. It's just, this is his most played, most successful. Well, I don't want to say most successful win rate, right? He's at 52%. That's a solid percent to be at, if you want to say it's like one of your best champions. So he definitely knows his champion very, very well. But, player number 6 on Gwen, nothing to sneer at, as the man has so many games on it. It's his, I want to say, second most or most played. So both of these two know their champions very well. This top lane matchup is going to be crazy. And as you're seeing on your screen, Leggins went Smite Ignite. Yes, like the Pentakill album, but also that's just a tech you see a lot of Talons doing jungle will take, because he does have the ability to go over walls. The parkour of Talon, since the rework really allows him to go without these mobility summoner spells sometimes, and jungle Talon being able to jump over walls is just very good to have, as there's a little bit of action in the bot lane. That's such a good...
taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of good damage, good trade, but early Aphelios, he's always going to have Calibrum and most likely Severum, so that long range plus the lifesteal. It's very good for these early trades for sure, but Last Dance, feeling pretty comfortable on the Ziggs. Should be good on these trades. And yeah, like we were talking AOE, they want to scale. They want to get their power levels to come up. They're trying to get that key charge going. As Urgottem, they're just going to punch you in the face repeatedly as much as possible.
Yeah, and I want to see, where this Talon directs their first couple of ganks, as he is warded out here. They will know he's into that top side as soon as pings have gone out. Tears of Winter not having the most fun time. Regent is able to now get the push on, able to really, use that spirit form and trade with the Rise and kind of just go back and be okay, right? Because he's going to get the shield, go into spirit form, cleave you, and then come back. And Rise doesn't really have a lot of options to trade back unless he can really quickly EWQ you and get the move speed, get the shield from his passive and also the phase rush. So it's hard for Tears of Winter to really navigate this lane, and if he just comes out of this a little bit behind, maybe 1,000 gold, he'll be fine because he's gonna end up being that split push threat, that team fight threat that Rise is, as Legan's parkouring over.
Look, speaking from behind, Legans with those good gank angles, that Dot just gonna hook shot out. He's not running flash either, so it's a battle of the flashless up in the top lane. Is all of them have ignites, so it's just Ignite City is Satchel Charge will knock Corellian a little bit forward. But yeah, you gotta watch out for these Braum passive stacks because they can get procced real easily by Rock Boom. Aphelios has pretty decent range on his guns as they're looking for a dive. They're trying to push the wave in, maybe stop Last Dance from backing here, but no, he's going to get the back off. But this does leave side Desu all alone, as Last Dance will just TP right back into it. Oh, there's another TP. That's 3 TPs. That's 4 TPs. It's a party in the bot lane as everybody's here to look at first blood, and will go to Dot as he does claim it. Will get the kill onto side Desu, but Last Dance gets the kill back onto Corellian. Corellian number 6 gets the kill on the Dot. Rock Boom in a very terrible spot. Unable to get the kill in the back end, but here's Winter will get a kill. Will flash out. Does not have phase rush proc to get out. He does get the scuttle pull. He's running. He's ignited. He gets the root prison, but the hollow miss will deny the rest of the damage. Last Dance will get 2 in that exchange. Oh man, a 4 to 2.
5 TPs into that bot lane. 5 TPs down into that bot lane.
How does that even? That's just
AOE initiated the dive. Urgottem came out on top. It's because Last Dance was able to recall. He was able to get a very slight item advantage lead, right? Had the tier, had the boots, was able to catch up, but really, it was just a response from Urgottem, right? Player number 6. Legans was already roaming bot lane. They sniffed something out. AOE Rock Boom was hard pushing the lane. Mid was MIA. Hexmas hasn't been seen on the map, and really good response from Urgottem. That first blood onto Dot is going to be nice, but has the Sheen into the Gwen just Ruby Crystal, so he will have that trading power, but feels like, AOE tried to go for something there. They tried to be the initiative. They tried to be the aggressive ones, but yeah, the lockdown from Leona, the slowing, the lockdown from Ziggs, it just doesn't allow that tower to
hold that thought as there is an assault on the player number 6. No flash available. The ignite was held by Dot in that entire last bot's exchange, and he uses it here, and that will be a kill going over to him. So yes, that advantage still being there, and on the back side of that, AOE, they're being more proactive now. They're going for this dragon. Should be able to take it. There's no jungler in the area, it's just the bot lane gonna do it. Yeah, they're gonna get that dragon as the junglers are battling in top lane, covering for their laners. So that was a free dragon for AoE. Good for them to grab onto that. And man, just slight gold lead for Urgottem, sure, but AoE, they feel comfortable in this position at the moment.
Oh yeah, 100%, right? They're only about 500 gold down. They have a Camille, a Rise, and a Aphelios. They have a high scaling. As Legans is not where he's supposed to be. He's gonna get ultimate. He's gonna go down. Is he gonna parkour over?
No, Hexmas will tag him over the side and get the kills. He engaged in bot lane happened. Good exhaust. Corellian trying to stay alive as long as he can. Get all the passive stacks off as supports will be focused down. And yes, Rock Boom gets the kill on the side. Desu. He does have the Conqueror proc. He does have ultimate as well. Holding it. Last Dance did not drop the bomb just yet. Rock Boom is only 5, does not have his ultimate available, so the advantage would be there. They will peel off as it's a little bit of a standoff here in the top lane as both player number 6 and Dot just kind of sizing each other up in the waves. Just action across the map. Literally 12.7k to 12.7k, 5 kills apiece. This is the tied game that we were looking for. We knew AoE had the ability to scrap with the Giants, to punch above their weight level, so to speak, but Urgottem, they're bringing this heat, not making it easy for them.
Yeah, and I don't know how much you can say in regards to Urgottem and them kind of getting cute, right? Because player number 6 got his champion, Last Dance got a really strong champion, Saidesu got a really good champion. It's not that, just because they pick talent, they're kind of trolling or they're trying to have fun or anything like that. I mean, Yeah, Talon jungle is pretty undiscovered. It is pretty new, but if more than half of your team has their comfort picks, has the strong picks they're on, I mean, if they lose this, that is a legitimate game they lost. As Sidesu going for the roam up here on the Leona, only level 4, potentially making a play for this Rift Herald. Hexmist and Diod are gonna probably spot it out, and yeah. It's Urgottem has a lot to lose here, right? As Regent's gonna penetrate. Oh, he's gonna go for the
ultimate. Great shield coming out for Corellian. Saves his boy. Manages to keep Tears of Winter in this alive as there was a gank coming in on mid lane. Corellian has done a really good job of these roams so far. And yeah, that Braum does, we have to acknowledge the fact that this Braum pick does mitigate a lot of the upfront damage that Urgottem trying to put out with the ultimate from Regent, the blades coming from leg hands, even the needlework from player number 6, and it's just such a great defensive tool as he can soak up a lot of damage as well, but also the passive just works very well with this composition as Aphelios is going to be auto-attacking at a pretty good rate as, once again, more pings around the top area. These teams just love to be around each other. It looks like fighting around Shelly is the deal here.
Oh.
It's a 4v4. Neither bot laners are there. There's the downtown ultimate. No way. They seal it with the Zenith Blade, and that's a cleanup. Urgottem get 3 quick kills, and they steal away the Rift Herald. That is absolutely terrible. What they don't want to get in the face of AOE, as the Ignite will not burn down Dot, but Leggins is here. He's just edging towards, he knows 1 QW. Tech ultimatum, but no, gets baited into it. The pullback will be there and shut down Hail Mary from downtown. Rock Boom and Leggins both getting kills in their names off of tower dives, essentially, in this game. And that perfect steal from Side, so I wish I had the replay for that so I could see just exactly how he stole it. I want to say it was with the Zenith Blade. He was able to take it. Yeah. But that's just as bad as the 1-point Jana Q steal, as the Rock Boom's getting collapsed on by Regent. Will bait out a TP from Tears of Winter.
Oh, he might have baited himself here.
He might have. Buffs as well. Yep, he does have double buffs that he did pick up from that kill. And Hexmist will say, thank you very much, I want those back. And not able to drop the Herald as Regent was the one to pick it up. Looking for a dive. Okay. Last Dance, he's keeping his distance.
No, don't greed for the wave, come on.
He does have really good wave clear. He does have that Lost Chapter, so we'll be able to take out a lot of those low-level minions. And yeah, that just does dissuade the dive. Not much for Urgottem to capitalize on the back half of that, though. So good for them to stave off that initial dive, but yeah, it's just... You see AOE trying to make something work here.
Yeah, it's as close as it has been this whole series, right? This is the closest game that we've had, Game 2. As anybody that was there for Game 1, Urgottem did a really good job of closing it out at 23 minutes. But yeah, AOE only down about 1.2k, 1.3k gold. They're in a really nice spot here. Aphelios is 2-1-3. Your Camille is 2-2. Farming could be better, right? For these level of players and these caliber of players, but they have been fighting a lot. There's about 16 kills on the board in 11 minutes. So I don't blame them if they're not farming too well. But you have the pieces on AOE side, in this late game, in this 30 to 40 minute fight, or a 40-minute game if it goes to that, where they will just start dominating, right? They have the Rise AOE, they have the lockdown from Camille, you have the Diana engage / re-engage. I mean, the counter punch coming from AOE, if Urgottem misses or doesn't kill anybody, is so lethal, and it can really just turn this game on.
Looking for a bait. Oh, great sidestep! Phase Rush coming in OP, as that's 2 ultimates burned from Urgottem. Yeah, like you said, they were looking for the gank again, and AOE just completely turned it. They made sure nothing else could come off of it. 3 diving champions, the Talon, the Yone, and the Leona, all getting stopped by a Phase Rush and a shield. It's exactly what you want to see from this team, as there's a Zenith Blade going back in. Solar Flare, this is this knockup that they wanted. They will get to kill this town. Oh my god, no kills going the way of AOE. Just as we were praising them for their coordination, they turned it right back around as Rockboom will get the solo kill, but goes down to the tower shots afterwards. Not trying to give it over to anybody on the TP, but did Dot cancel player number 6 TP and get the solo kill?
Yes, so Rockboom didn't have to die there, unfortunate.
Oh no, very unfortunate. Could have been
right
communicated
play.
a little better, but yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely what I would have done too. But AOE trying to hang in there, down 2K. They're still pretty well for the scaling compositions. Items are starting to come online now here at this 13-minute mark. And yeah, Dot, we're talking about Dot on that Camille. He's doing a real good job right now, being able to stay even with player number 6 and create some moves for himself. That TP cancel plus kill play was awesome. I'm so glad he was able to do that. As Legend's gonna get his back stopped here. Just cheeky little Q over. It's
being annoying.
Just being annoying. But Tears of Winter.
Oh my! Not again.
That's so good. Stopping that timing though. That's exactly that little nuisance that you want to have. Is looking like they're rotating over to mid lane. Oh my God, Shibby. You know what I just noticed?
What?
Regent never dropped Herald.
Yeah, he didn't. He never dropped the Herald. I don't think he had an opportunity, or he never wanted to. I didn't see him drop the Herald at all anywhere. A bit of a brain blender.
Yeah.
Maybe the nerves get into you. Maybe he just wants the kills. It's really rough. I think what must have happened was the Herald was ticking at the end during that mid lane 2v2. And what happens is if you take damage, Herald gets put on cooldown for about 10, I believe 15 seconds. So I think it might have just expired during that lockout window. Unfortunate. For them, they couldn't really pick up a turret or anything with that, but they do have Ziggs, right? If a turret gets low enough, he could just W it. Done. Over. He's very, very well farmed. He's pretty good in terms of items. We have Leandris, that's Legends. Here for the counter.
Yeah. He's gonna be good. He'll get out.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about, right? Talon doesn't have a lot of setup for that Gwen, right? Or vice versa. Neither of them can set each other up as
they're going in.
Why?
Lands. Rock Boom is in a bad spot. He does have flash available. Flashes forward to get a kill. Lifeline blood. He's trying to get that shield off and get the kill. No, the healing from the Triumph will be able to get him some health back as going deep. Dot diving right onto player number 6, but the Hallowed Miss. The dive is there though. His return Hex Miss will get the kill. Subbed back in. He's ready to rock, and he is getting kills all across the map as they're flashing for it. Great takedown is, Tears of Winter, no way to get out of that. No flash available, just a TP. And Dot will TP in the mid lane. They did not take down mid lane tower. Across the map to Urgottem, they're starting to spread out and starting to use that heavy AD presence that they have to take out these towers. Yone is a pretty decent split pusher. He does have that mixed damage, with the auto passive of the second sword. Legends, Talon does a decent amount of damage to towers, and he can also, just literally run around everywhere. The main focus is that last dance. Ziggs on that last dance, being able to take towers with that W. So having to watch out for that. But Urgottem spreading out and taking multiple objectives across the map, keeping that gold circulation up. Exactly what you want to see from, the #1 seed in this tournament.
And AOE is doing a really good job of just keeping it close here and just keeping, the gold lane manageable, right? You have the Everfrost on your rise. You have the shield bow on your Aphelios. I mean, you have the mythics coming out for pretty much all of the members on the side of AOE. And now you see this farm. You need to pick up side lanes. You need to, catch waves where you can. Rock Boom seems like he's going to look to carry these earlier fights until, Tears of Winter gets to a point where he feels really strong. He has been picked on a bit. As player number 6, Urgottem, are going to pick up this dragon for free. It is another Mountain Soul here, and I've already talked enough about how valuable Mountain Soul is and how good it is to have, and they're going to pick up 3 of them.
Don't let it happen again, please, no! Okay, good. We did have Regent up there looking to do a little Steel Ski #2 on Herald since he didn't get to use his first one. Unfortunately, will not go his way. Herald for Dragon, you can take that, both of them had first dragons, so giving up one, not too much of a deficit, but with AoE picking up Herald, that is something, that they really want. They really need, rather, as they still don't have a single turret to their name.
Yeah, and Urgottem has picked up 2. Legends getting to that point where, he just clears jungle super, super fast. And at this point, it's not a jungle talent anymore. It's just an assassin talent, right? It's just another assassin on your team. It's somebody that can get, pick somebody off, that can play with this Leona, that can really provide a lot of that burst damage if someone is caught, farming by themselves. Could be Rock Boom, could be Tears of Winter, could be somebody else that's catching a wave. And if Carilion's not with Rock Boom like glue, I feel like Rock Boom can just die to anybody on this team, other than maybe the Ziggs. But if player number 6 catches him, if Legends catches him, Regan catches him, like he's trying to do right now with Dot, I don't really see how Rock Boom can really turn it unless he has the red and white guns, Severum, and Chakra.
Yeah, it's just looking real rough for Aphelios out here in these streets. Is the Urgottem squad, they're just acquiring more and more gold as Dot's gonna get collapsed on. Wow, great dodge. Regen has not been the best with these ultimates recently as the Ignite's on, ticking. He has double buffs, so he's going to get a bit of damage. That. Great flash in. Legends gets the kill with that Q range. Flash over the side. Ultimate goes wide. Great satchel charge. There's so much damage and displacement as they're fighting in the pit. Rock Boom is on the case. He's trying to put out the damage, but everybody is onto him as Carillion is dead. So yes, he will fall shortly too. That is a 3-for-1 at the end of the day, and Urgottem starting to pull ahead here in this game too. It's like the window is closing for AOE.
Now 5k gold lead now. We're about 19 minutes into the game, so Urgottem's in a very similar position like they were last game, right? They have a gold lead, they're comfortable, they can't end it. They don't have the tools to end it right now because of Baron not being up. Dragon stacking, wasn't going in their favor. AOE did pick up 1 dragon, so a lot of their win conditions as Hexmas. Looking for a kill here. Thumbs up emoji comes out, or thumbs up, comes out from Last Dance. And yeah, it looks like that AOE does a really good job in these smaller skirmishes, but once it hits 5v5 team fights, Urgottem just knows, how much damage each of their players have, each of the roles have, and they're able to, pull kills seemingly out of nowhere. Because it looked like the initial engage from Legends and Regent onto Dot, it looked like it failed, right? Regent blew the ultimate, whiffed it essentially, and it was just Legends looking to get a lot of damage out. But as you saw, the return damage coming from the challenging smite, the ignite, Regent flashed over, got his cleave, got the damage off, got the extra, mini Zed passive essentially, and Dot was dead, and then it became a 4v5. Super Megan from a Death Bomb came in, got a lot of people, and Last Dance has been really, really key on this Ziggs to really pump out a lot of that, consistent AP damage they have.
Yeah, like the damage coming out from Last Dance is actually pretty nasty. He has the Leanders, he has the Seraphs, he has the Sork Shoes, and now has the Oblivion Orb, so that Grievous Wounds element is coming in. Grievous Wounds on top of damage over time is honestly one of the nastiest things in this game, with how much you can just pick off those, stragglers trying to get away, breaking off from a fight if they think they're too low. It just keeps them in check and just absolutely decimates them, as you do have Legends trying to go on the back. Oh, they walked right into this one. Hexmas pops the stasis, will buy some time, but there's a shutdown on the backside as Dot comes in, takes out Last Dance. Legends still dominating those. They're running for their life. Play number 6, Anita work does so much damage. Dot waiting for cooldowns. Hook shot goes in, jumps over the wall, but it will jump right into side dash, who does get the Q stun onto him as Regent is there. That's 2 quick kills for him, baby. Picking up a double, take it to the bank, and that's a Baron for their troubles as Urgottem cleans up the kills. 4 for 2 in that situation. It's just that window we were talking about earlier looking pretty shut now.
Yeah, and it's really Legans on this talent. I mean, he's pumping out damage, right? His build a bit unorthodox as well, more utility-based, more survivability, right? Has the Serpent's Fang, has the Gore Drinker, but just the upfront damage, you can see the flanks is getting off. Like I said, this is not a jungle talent anymore. This is just a talent with Smite Ignite, essentially 2 Ignites and an Assassin, which is even scarier, right? Because most talents will take, Ignite, flash into the mid lane, but this guy challenging Smite and Ignite is just so much burn damage and so much dot damage on top of his 3-hit passive, on top of I believe he has a bleed as well.
Yeah,
so
the bleed, it's disgusting.
So disgusting. It's
disgusting.
So disgusting. This champion does an insane amount of damage, and just allow him to be flexed into the jungle, allow him to get his income through there and avoid difficult laning phases, essentially avoid counter picks. You see the work that this jungler or this champion puts in. You see the damage, right? Rock Boom, whoever he catches out with ultimate QE or QW, they're essentially dead, if not, virtually out of the fight.
Yeah, and speaking of so much damage, that dragon went down so fast I couldn't even talk about it.
Yeah,
like it was up and then it's gone. That's just the power of Urgottem right now with the Baron, with all their buffs on top of them. They're going in. They're looking to end this game too. There's a combo stacking. Great 3-man ultimate coming out from Regen. Double kill across the board. Player number 6 going to take those credits, but all that damage coming out was from Last Dance and Regen and Sidesu layering that combination down pat as there's a shutdown. Great job for Hexmist, but that doesn't matter. It's Dex, it's Dot against the world.
Another 23-minute win?
It's looking to be, as you know, Last Dance has TP. He went back to base.
Coming in. Yeah, they're looking like it.
23 in the first game, 23 in the second game. This is Urgottem pushing AOE to series point when they will take down the Nexus, and that is another 23-minute victory for Urgottem Evolved.
Woo! Woo! And we thought it was looking close, right? We thought it was looking close. It would look so close. And then Urgottem just came in. They said
they put the smackdown.
Yeah, they put the smackdown.
They put the smackdown. It was just
the people's champ. They put the elbow in, the Stone Cold Stunner, the RKO, whatever you want to call it. I mean, they just it looked like a switch flipped on, and they just said, okay, you know what? We're gonna end the game here. We're gonna start team fighting. We're gonna start shaping it up. The gold lead is too close. We're gonna take Baron. We're gonna take these fights. We're gonna catch you out, and that's what happened, right? And AOE 2 times in a row now, picking, scaling champions in the mid, scaling champions in the bot lane, and just getting punished for it heavily. And I think they need to match aggression with aggression, because it clearly seems that these long scaling compositions, these late game scaling compositions, are not working out for AOE. And they just need to match, get an aggressive jungler, get a good mid 2v2, get a good top 2v2, and flex that power. I mean, it shows what they tried to do in that bot lane when they TP'd 5 with their late game scaling champions. And then you saw immediately Urgottem just respond, and they ended up, 4 for 2, I believe it was?
Yeah. It was a 4 for 2 in that dive. And yeah, you see them picking these scaling champions with these late game surges, with these early game tendencies that they have as a team, and it's just not working out. It's working more to the favor of the team that's picking more mid-game champions. As like we were talking about the early 10 minutes, Legans wasn't super instrumental until, those big fights, and he was able to get his bleed off on multiple people. He was able to get that challenging smite off on multiple people. Like these fights that AOE was taking 10 or so, like 5-6 minutes too early, and they didn't have the itemization available. They didn't have the damage ready for them, and that just led to, each time, because AOE likes to challenge for these fights, and they were challenging them each time. It worked out a little bit in the beginning, but the further it went on, the higher and higher the disparity grew between the two teams. And that's something really they got to think about for this next draft, because it's do or die time now for AOE. Urgottem's up too. Reverse sweeps can happen. We have seen a few, but Urgottem, they're looking to cinch this pin in and take themselves to the finals. With that being said, we're going to throw to a quick break and be back for game 3 between AOE and Urgottem. See you in a second. And we're back, baby. Game 3. Okay, so Urgottem is up 2-0 right now to AOE. That's a big mountain they got to climb. What are we going to do in this draft so they can do that?
It's looking like the exact same draft is coming out from AOE. Have I gone back to the time machine? Are we looking at the same draft? Wait a minute. Leona? Aphelios? Braum? Don't tell me Ziggs Gwen is going to get locked in right now. Come on, Urgottem.
They're going to do it. They're going to do
Don't do it.
They're going to do it.
Don't run it back. AOE, don't run it back. That's not the move.
Look, they're saying, let's hurry up. We got to go. Yeah, there's the Gwen. There's the Ziggs, baby. Oh, man. Maybe they'll take away the Talon this time.
No, they just take the Camille like they do in game 2. Bans are going to come out.
Please ban it.
I don't know what they ban here, right? Like do they ban tops? Do they ban mids? Do they ban jungles? Like they could potentially ban the Xin Zhao. They could potentially ban the Talon. I don't think Talon. The thing was, Talon wasn't a problem necessarily in the ganking department. He was a problem once the team fight started happening, and then He was in there with Smite, Ignite, Bleed, and he would just kill your carries as the
Yeah.
Yone gets banned out. So
Okay.
3 mid lane
Okay.
bans have been thrown over onto Urgottem's mid laner, and I don't think Region
Yeah.
cares. I think he's
Yeah.
got a lot.
I don't think Richie cares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Taking away the Galio, no Camille Galio combo. Smart. Okay. Or got him don't want to deal with that at all. So no Talon ban. So Leggins is free to run it back, but then again, Leggins is free to do anything he wants apparently. So we're gonna see what these last two picks are.
Rock Boom probably gonna go and pick up his top laner or maybe mid laner here. I don't know what they want to save. Not top laner, sorry, their jungler here. They probably want to save their mid lane for the counter pick as best they can. Viego, someone we don't see as much in the jungle. I still think he's really good.
Right.
Just requires a little bit
Yeah.
more patience. Requires a different play style. You can't just kind of face roll your keyboard and press R anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good pickup. Still very strong. I do rate him very highly. Yeah, that's a really that's a good one. That's a good answer into whatever Leggins is going to want to play. The Jace pick here. That's
Jace mid.
mid Jace. I would assume. I'm gonna assume that's a mid Jace. So going just off of that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what side is who locks in for his jungle for Legans here, unless it is a Jace jungle. And at that point, yeah, you guys are just having fun if they're playing Jace jungle here. But I think it is a Jace mid, Gwen top, Ziggs on a bottom lane.
Yeah.
Graves.
Oh yeah, Urgottem wants
like,
to end this.
Yeah, I like Graves. I really like Graves.
Graves has risen a little bit. He's pretty powerful into these melee champions with how he's able to kite around and still stay close range and pump out so much damage, gets the armor and magic resist from the quick draw. He just has a lot of tools to work around these melee center champions, but really good with the siege. Like Urgottem's tower taking ability, it's actually going to be terrifying because you have the Zig set up, you have the Jace set up now. It's low key the poke comp that you didn't realize you wanted, as Winter will be going back onto his Victor. So they want to grab that back for him. But hey, look, when it's winning the most games, you kind of want to go back to it,
Oh, reliable, faithful, as AOE would probably say. But yeah, Urgottem has what reminds me of kind of the LPL poke comps that we used to see, during the playoffs and the finals with the Ziggs. I'm sorry, the Varus Jace, right? And you can just not walk up to any objective. You would essentially lose fights before they even started. Ziggs Jace, a similar fashion, like you said, has the siege, has the poke. If they land any of those abilities onto a carrier and essentially anybody on AOE Phenomenon, they're out of the fight. You don't have to kill them. They have to back. They have to base. If it's not somebody with TP, they have to burn TP. It's a really nice composition, very well rounded from Urgottem. I do think that again, there's not a lot of gank set up for Graves. I don't think Urgottem really cares, though. It looks like, or Legans doesn't really care. Right, the only gank setup is in that bot lane again with the Ziggs Leona. But we saw Legans gave a lot of his attention to the Gwen and two Regents last game on the Yone, and a lot of those ganks just didn't pan out for anything, right? Regis was missing a lot of his ultimates. Player number 6 couldn't really do much. They were only able to turn ganks, or if he was there for a counter gank. Legans does have a little bit more setup, has the smoke screen, has the red buff applying, can apply it, like you said, from far range, has a little bit of the grit, has that up for burst damage, so can set himself up a little bit better. But yeah, really good into these melee, like you said, the Viego, the Camille, the Braum here. But I just don't know what Aphelios Victor can do if Urgottem gets ahead again. And Jace is one of those champions that is very, very oppressive if he gets a CS lead or a kill lead.
Yeah, because you're not going to be able to outpoke him with the Aphelios Victor.
Nope.
Yeah, you have decent area control, but that doesn't do much when one of their champions completely negates all damage in CC whenever she wants to dash in. So Gwen being a big counter to this Victor is something you got to look at. Also, when 3/5 of their champions are going to be staying pretty far back until they absolutely need to go in, Victor's going to have a hard time doing what he needs to do. So once again, AOE Phenomenon putting themselves in a composition that requires a lot more time to tick and to come online and be of use, whereas Urgottem, they got the go button from the jump. So we'll have to see what they can do. Yeah, we'll really have to see what they can do with this composition, as it's just looking real difficult for them. So They're going to get everything synced up, get all their rune pages set up, and their masteries and whatever some of their spells they want to take. Timer's going to sync down so we can have that all done. We're going to send it to one more break before the potential final game. Game 3 here between Urgottem Evolved and AOE Phenomenon. We'll be right back. All right, guys, here we are. Game 3. Can AOE do it? Can they start the reverse sweep here? Or is Urgottem going to shut this casket and put it under the dirt? We'll get into it right now as this composition, Shippy, we were talking about it. It's just so strong and so scary to fight into.
Yeah, so the ward also gets taken down. So player number 6, I believe, is going to get that. It's going to have a little bit of XP advantage. I think that actually allows him to hit level 1 off first wave, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you should get level 2 off of first.
Or level 2, sorry, yeah. Yeah, you should get level 2 off the first wave. And yeah, it's really hard to play against Urgottem's composition when you're behind, right? If they get ahead, the Jace, the Ziggs, like the amount of poke, right? You can't walk into these objectives. You can't do anything. As Rock Boom and AOE is going to get some vision down. They're going to try to find out where this Graves is starting. And Graves going for the Dark Harvest. That's what we've been seeing. Usually what I see Graves go is they'll go Dark Harvest and then they'll build a Shield Bow into Collector, into Serpent's Fang or something, whatever other lethality item they want. And they start pumping out a lot of damage. And the amount of squishies on the side of AOE, it's
going for an invade.
They are going for an invade. They're not going to get anything here. Just a ward, or just a buff here. Hoping to get something more.
Oh, wow.
He's going to have to walk it back down all the way. Unfortunate. And they're going to know that this buff was taken. Are they going to try to take his flash?
Looking for it. Yeah, they were looking for something there. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen there. Winter, he's a little bit too smart for that. So we'll walk away from that. Optimistic, I might say. They know they're ahead. They know they have room to wiggle with. They can, just kind of do whatever. But AOE, they can at least stay even. I want to say they have a chance in this game,
Yeah,
because the team fight ability from AOE is very high. A lot of zone control. You have Aphelios, you have Grom, who's really good at zone control. You have, Victor, Mr. Zone Control. But it's going to be interesting to see, as we do see some scrapping there in the river.
Oh, they're
just playing really far up.
Yeah, his wave is in a good position.
Yeah, trying to get as much denial onto Legend, set him back as possible as they take his red. Hexmas is genius. This could be a great gank. He does dash away. No stun available from Hexmas. Very low mana for Winter as a counter collapse comes in. The poke isn't, too extraneous to deal with from Regent just yet. But yeah, good idea from AOE, keeping Legends down as much as possible early, just so you can get Hexmas some early levels, some early XP and farm. Just make his life a little bit easier on this Viego, so he can get these ganks off.
Yeah, and it was just kind of Legans being a little greedy. He didn't want to split the jungle, do the top split versus the bottom split. Instead, he did essentially enemy Raptors, and he tried to go to his jungle immediately after to try to stop the split. Ended up losing more and losing tempo on this Graves instead of just, getting his camps down to certain respawn timers and getting them at a higher level. So when he retakes them again, he can get more XP out of them. It's going to stunt him a little bit. Hexmix does have a slight both tempo lead and essentially camp lead in the sense that when he takes his camps up on the second time around, he should be a higher level because Graves is going to have to wait for his camps to spawn because he took them later. Right, he took his blue. He hasn't even taken his blue yet, so his blue is going to be on a very awkward respawn timer, and his Gromp and Wolves are going to be on a bit of a delayed respawn. So Hexmas does have that to work with. He can essentially take his camps, go into Urgottem's jungle, and potentially take Graves' camps, contested or even uncontested, depending on who has the push. As Tears of Winter was getting a good push onto Jace here. Both laners have backed and bought items, and they're not burning their TPs either. So they're just going to walk back to lane, double longsword to essentially an amplifying tome and a pot here. And then the top lane, Dot is faring a lot better than last game.
Yeah, he's definitely more comfortable. He knows the skill matchup is there for them, and it's just sitting in that pocket, you know, playing the better ability. And yeah, he's up CS. He's feeling comfortable with himself. He knows the Talon gank is not the same as, you know, the Graves ganking. So he's feeling a bit better. Because he was so good last game. That was one of the high points of AOE last game, and that composition that they had was Dot on this Camille being able to influence the map as much as he could. And we'll have to see him pull a repeat performance so we can, you know, just run it up right again. And it's just, even right now, tiny little gold lead from AOE, nothing too crazy, but that's just, you know, because the CS numbers. And looking like Winter may need some help here in this mid lane, because Regent is putting that pressure on him for real.
Yeah, look at that. Just that trading pattern is so disgusting, all right? Because he essentially has 6 abilities, level 3 instead of the traditional 3. And although he doesn't have an ultimate, he can just apply that pressure, essentially 6 combo you out. As Hexmas is looking to possibly get a gank here, maybe just waiting around for a counter gank. Player number 6 playing aggressive and just trading into Dot. With her Gwen's abilities essentially, and trying to get a slight shove, but it's gonna actually end up stopping right before his tower. Not gonna be able to let it hit and bounce the wave back. So it's Dot's game. It's Dot's lane to freeze here essentially.
Yep. As we do see them go in, does hit 6, does not use the ultimate. There's the ultimatum coming out. There's a miss coming from Hexamus as he will get in there in first blood, just narrowly will go over to Dot. Will be return trade kill as the TPs are here, and so is Leggins. As the reset he's playing as the Gwen, so he'll be able to mitigate that outcoming damage. Yeah, that's just 1-for-1 trade. Did get the so the assist went over to Dot, the kill went over to Hexamus. So good, you know, good gold going into the pocket of Dot, but also great gold going for Hexmas as he's still here. Regent rotating to top to cover for play number 6, who looks to be going mid now. So there's a trade. Oh, that shock blast is crazy. Takes 2 tower shots though. Flashes forward, goes to the reset. That's a kill. That's 2 quick kills for Hexamus. Now Viego is pretty scary when he gets those early kills on.
We've seen it. We've seen it in AVL before, man. Viego starts resetting. Viego gets a couple early kills. Gets a Divine Sunder, the Bork build that we see, and that was just Regent biting off more than he could chew, right? He went for his hammer form knockback, couldn't get the knockback, instead tried to run away, held his flash super greedy, and was not expecting Hexmas to turn around. I really don't think he was expecting to take 2 tower shots, unfortunately. Yeah. In that sense, that was just like a blunder, a misplay from Regent, and really good awareness from Hexmas to realize, oh wait, this guy's in kill range. I can kill him like right now and you know,
just
amplify my lead. Yeah.
The go button, and yeah, it's funny because player number 6 rotated mid, so Regent can cover top. He's like, bro, I got this, don't worry. And you know, at that point, that's where you kind of give him a little bit of subtle flame in the chat, just the period enter, or you know,
or the question mark thing.
Question mark, you know, something's coming out. But yeah, they trade back. Regent back in the mid lane. Player number 6 back in the top lane. Meanwhile, Tears of Winter trying to catch up, wasn't able to catch up to CS, which is really good for him because he was lacking quite a bit, I would say. As the ultimate coming out, body block. Rock Boom, not the best of ultimates. You know, just trying to stop the backs, I guess. Last Dance has to take a little bit more time to get back to lane. Doesn't want to miss this wave, though. So we do see that Leggins is here. No ultimate available for Rock Boom, but does have the Glacial Fissure available for Corellian as the trades are back and forth. Great shield, needlework coming out, and that's a lot of damage coming on. There is no ignite for him. Great Hextech ultimatum under tower, but no, not enough damage.
Solo kill.
We'll get a return kill, solo kill, player number 6, just basically negating the lead that Dot was given. Now it's back even gold.
Yeah, now the shoe is on the other foot in this case in the mid lane, right? Tears of Winter has the lost chapter, has a bit of push in the lane, has a little more damage, and Regent is losing these trades, is losing these engages because he's unable to land his abilities, unable to land the gate into Shock Blast. And Tears of Winter, I see, has consistently been landing really good lasers, getting the Q auto off, and trading well. And yeah, see, there you go. That's what one Shock Blast can do, but it required so much effort on the side of Regent, so much mana, and Cheers Winter, happy to recall, has the TP up. He's probably going to get the Phoenix Codas, which he does pick up here. Refillable as well. And he's going to lock Region into this lane. So he's forcing Region to either say, you're going to stay in this lane with me half HP, or you're going to back and miss multiple waves.
Yeah, locking him in the lane, making sure he doesn't go anywhere, making sure he has to make that conscious choice, you know. Do I sack this wave and back and get what I need, or do I stay and just make sure everything's balanced? There's lots of rotation being made up towards this top side of the map around the Herald. We did see a little bit of a back and forth between the supports and the junglers going over Scuttle, as Rift Herald will be started by Urgottem. The collapse is coming on all sides here. They do take it reasonably fast. Ultimate's not the Hextech Ultimatum is not available for Dot just yet. Heartbreaker is available for Hexmas, and Glacial Fissure for Corellian, but they're just gonna go ahead and give it. They don't want to try to take that fight. They don't want to take any chances. As Last Dance did rotate up to mid to cover, but they're just gonna give the Herald over to Urgottem, and Legan's gonna pick that up, put it in this top lane. Trying to crack this open. Rockboom gonna take.
Got 3 plates.
Yeah,
down in that
solo
bottom
3
lane.
plates. Yeah, that's a wave to work with.
A lot of gold going over Rockboom here.
Oh no, Dot. He does have Hextech Ultimatum, did get it, but will go down in the end as Hexmas once again gets the Heartbreaker, gets the kill.
Oh, he's not getting 3 plates.
Yes, I think it's just ticked barely. So we got 2 solo plates for himself and then a shared 3rd plate. Rockboom sitting on a lot of gold, but once again, we were talking about how Dot was doing very well in that 1v1 matchup, but now it's just going more so the way of player number 6 as we're hovering over. Did they get that last plate?
Looks like they actually didn't, or they didn't tick over yet. It didn't tick 3 HP on that.
3 HP, that's actually crazy. As the Herald will actually be popped in the bot lane, trying to relieve this pressure that Rockboom has had. Trying to take out Shelly, get some damage on her. She will get a charge off, but that should be in satchel range, I believe. No, not gonna be able to get over there. Not quite yet. He's not going the W map, unfortunately. As they're going in, Glacial Fissure's dropped down. Hexmas is here. Good solar flare, but no, that's a reset. 1 kill. Will part the Heartbreaker to pick up the Z. Nice flash follow the speed of play. That's another reset. That's a double kill. He's there. He's going in. Decide to pick up the Grave Soul. Heartbreaker in. Good stun up. Flash for flash. Indeed will get away. Last Dance. He did throw down the super Mega Inferno Bomb. Has not able to be available just yet. We'll be up in a few seconds, so if they want to try and do the re-engage, they can look for that as Moonlight Vigil goes out. He has the crescendo, he has the damage, and that will be a kill going over to Rockboom, absolutely smashing it. We were talking about a repeat matchup of the Gwen versus the Camille in the top lane, but remember, this is also a repeat matchup of Ziggs versus the Felios in the bottom lane, and Rockboom is definitely having a better time this game than he did in game 2.
Oh yeah, he's definitely backing with a full item, if not more, right? As Aphelios gonna try to pick up the last couple plays, possibly this turn into the bot lane. Rockboom, no, he's gonna back instead after she shoves the wave in here. But man, Urgottem actually 2k, nearly 2k, 2.5k gold down here, and this is a composition that was supposed to get ahead early, right? They're supposed to use the Ziggs, the Jace to poke people off of towers, to poke people off of objectives, and hopefully, win fights that way. They were able to kind of do it when that first Rift Herald came up, but other than that, Rockboom picking up a lot of solo gold for himself. Yeah, look, Shield Bow into a straight Last Whisperer and boots, right? He got the free boots there. That is a lot of damage coming out from an AD carry at 13 minutes.
Yep, this is good. This is the pocket that he was looking for. As he's trying to go for it again. Has the crescendo, and has the chakram and the severum. That's that's scary damage right there. As they will pick up a second dragon AOE to Cloud Drake, Infernal Drake. Really good to have early, get that additional damage points in, get that slight move speed. As he's looking to go forward, get satcheled in. He brought him closer. He's within range. That's so much trading power. As he will heal it back up, any of the damage that he takes from Last Dance right now is Dot going in on a Regent. Gate goes out. Oh yeah, he just knows he's dead. Damage. He doesn't have the damage. He knows he's dead.
Triforce
will get taken out. Triforce this game. Yeah, we love it. That's the damage you want. As the TP coming in, Last Dance will do that. Trying to walk it up. Tried to time the Glacial Fissure, didn't quite get it. Moonlight Vigil is back up for Rockboom should he choose to use it. They're trying to take down this tower. It's back to Calibrum, Chakram, and you know, you have a few shots left on that, but not going to do too much in the way of a lot of damage as the gravity field goes out, gets slowed, gets stunned. He's done. Tears of Winter gets the kill onto Leggins. There's the Solar Flare engage, but Zenith Blade missing as well. Regent is here to try to get something down as well, but Side Destiny will be the one to claim the kill credit. Oh, Regent will get the kill credit onto Cerulean. That's not exactly what you wanted, but with this Ziggs and with this Jace, you have to believe this front tower. Yeah, they're gonna get it, no problem at all. All that effort put in for Rock Boom, and Urgottem still get first brick, bonus gold. Hate to see it, but great play for Urgottem.
Yeah, great play for Urgottem. Now you've shrunk the gold lead down to about 1.4k. It just feels like this Jace can't really do much. Has the Eclipse in hand finally at the 15-minute mark, but it's going to be really up to him to see if he can get these really impactful shock blasts onto Rock Boom, onto Tears of Winter, and really take them out of these fights. Last Dance and Regent are going to be the two people to look at. Not necessarily in the team fight, but the pre-team fight posturing, the team fight dancing that we usually see, and see how much poke they can land, and if they can dissuade AOE from hard engaging onto them. Because they have, like you said, they have Dot, they have Braum, they have Dot on the Camille, they have Braum with, you know, Cerulean. He can W in, he can use the ultimate, the Glacial Fissure as offensively, and you also have Hexmist and Tears of Winter just providing so much damage, and Hexmist can clean up anybody that's low. Tears of Winter has all that terrain control, the CC, the ability to force people off of him with Chaos Storm and Gravity Field, and if he picks up Azania's here as well, he can just stall out fights so long and stall out essentially any aggression that would come out from Urgottem here. As Leggins not doing too hot either. Both of these guys have Eclipse, so they're going for their super lethality build instead of the more traditional, you know, shield bow Graves that we usually see.
Yeah, that lethality Graves, baby. So much damage so fast. Oh man, yeah, but once these lethality items start to come out, you have to always keep in consideration the damage that Jace can put out. One accelerated shock blast can still do a pretty hefty amount of damage to these squishier targets. You know, the only tanky member they really have is Cerulean on this Braum, and Braum doesn't exactly get super tanky himself. So that's always something to keep in mind. The poke from the Jace, the Ziggs, even the Graves for, you know, if he wants to throw out just a zoning ultimate, quote unquote, they have to watch out for that because the damage can come real fast, and these champions that AOE have aren't really built to take that much upfront damage.
No, not at all. Not at all. And we're going to see how the siege happens, or the siege starts from Urgottem here, as they are looking to kind of see this mid lane. But Hexmist is just so far ahead. He is scary, man. Like, he runs at you with the Divine Thunder, possibly going into the Wit's End, it looks like here, actually, instead of the Bork. I don't know if that's necessarily needed. I guess he's just afraid of Gwen Ziggs more than he is of Jace Graves.
Oh, they're on the dot. Oh, that's 4 jumping in, but Hexmist shows up. Say, leave my Android alone, as he will chase them off. Just the rotations across the map. Tears of Winter in the top lane trying to get some damage off. Oh man. Oh, we were talking about that potential Jace damage, but we forgot Last Dance. That Liandry's just so much damage. And finally, AOE gets a tower in this series. They will take top tower. Or in this game, rather. They will take top tower and tie it up on a piece. Still a little bit the gold lead and has the dragon lead. So AOE sitting very well. A lot better off this game than they were last game, or last 2 games rather, as Dragon number 3 spawning here in 10 seconds. Oh no, the lifeline was procced off of the last bouncing bomb. This is going to make the fight a lot more difficult, as he was not able to keep that up, not able to trade off of minions. The gauge goes in, Dot jumping into the back line. They're trying to get on everybody. They're trying to delete them off the map from downtown. Hail Mary, Last Dance. He has no mana to back up. Tears of Winter will get the kill as they're jumping in. Yes, there's just so much upfront damage from AOE, and they want to put a stamp on this. Hexmist dominating, gets the kill, takes the reset. They're jumping on everybody. Tears of Winter will take out player number 6 on the back half of that. So that is a 4 for 0 on the side of AOE. They're going to take whatever they want after that trade. AOE, this is what we were looking for them to show up in this series. And man, they're definitely showing up. This scaling composition finally paying off.
Yeah, 29,000 to 34,000. A lot of standing gold is going to be picked up from this Rift Herald. He's going to get a couple charges. They're going to get the Earth Dragon or Mountain Dragon here, setting themselves up for about a 24-minute Mountain Soul as well. So really, AOE just brothel stomping, essentially, right? Face rolling onto Urgottem. And like you said, a lot of upfront damage. And it just felt like Urgottem didn't have the tools ready to kind of catch that damage or deal with it, right? Gwen was late to the fight. Last Dance's Super Mega Inferno Death Bomb was really, really, late as well. Couldn't get a lot of damage off as well. I think he only got the Braum into that. So it's just Regent and Urgottem as a team can't return damage once AOE just presses the go button.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Also, Last Dance literally had no mana there in that last fight. He threw out the ultimate, and that took all of his mana away. So he had no ability to back up his team. There was no satchel charge, no minefield available to disengage in this AOE team. You'd have to think it may be different should he have, ample mana available. But all he was able to do was throw in the Mega Inferno Death Bomb, or the Mega Inferno Bomb rather, and just supplement a good amount of damage that the rest of the team couldn't follow up on because they were too busy running away. And in an interesting turn of events, Urgottem's going to try and sneak this Baron. They do a decent amount of damage to it for sure, but if AoE sniff this out...
yeah. They know. They have to know something.
They have to know. There's no way they can get this. Oh, Saidesu almost dying to Baron damage himself is... Yeah, they're just going to say, thanks for the leash, suckers, and they're going to go ahead and try and finish it. Yeah, Saidesu going to start to back no. Corellian playing Safeguard, and that's so unfortunate. The rest of the team is here. There's a TP being called.
Saidesu's so low. He can't do the engage that he wants to, right?
Look at that perfect zoning. The shot blast is there. Decent damage, but no. Dot will single out Leggins and take him out. There's no way he can get away. Look how low the health bars are. There's no chance, you have to believe, for Urgottem to steal this. And no, AoE will clinch it, will get it, but over the side, Regent jumps over Shot Gate, tries to take a kill, but no, gets slammed down. Back to the great screen for you, as Rock Boom will send them there, and Tears of Winter gets a triple kill in that exchange. That's the ace for AoE, plus the Baron. 21 minutes here in this game 3, showing so much signs of life.
Ooh, and they just got ahead early, and they're just running with it right now. AoE able to pick up kills, able to pick up the Baron, the ace, like you said. They have a pushing top lane. You have to believe that. Okay, never mind. I really thought they were about to just push for inhibitors here, but it looks like they're going to take all the standing gold. They're going to reset, purchase what they need to, multiple items. You have to believe that, yeah, Rock Boom is going to possibly pick up,
More Doms, okay.
The rapid fire.
Okay, and the Berserker Greaves, all right. And look at this. Tears of Winter was able to pick up the Zanyas. That's beautiful. So, Leandri's Void Staff Zanya's Sword Shoes is absolutely terrifying. The man can literally just jump in, drop everything, and go into stasis and be fine. That's so much damage. Oh, man. And it's not like the only members you really see on the side of Urgottem, actually the only member you see building any sort of magic resist, is going to be Saidesu. And so Tears of Winter is now in that position that he was trying to be in the past 2 games to pump out so much damage so that he can just delete fools. As look at this right here.
That guy's dead.
Completely gone. Player number 6. Just, like we know that Gwen can pump out a lot of damage for sure, even just off of a Riftmaker, but the itemization is just not there to handle Tears of Winter in this state that he's in. And it's longer than 23 minutes games that we've had the first 2. AoE like to play it a little bit slower and drag this one out, but you have to, you would think with this much ahead, Dragon Soul Point in a minute. They do have Baron. They have such a good siege comp. They have such a good comp comparatively to siege with when they're ahead, with the Aphelios, with the Victor, with the Braum. You don't want to jump into that. You never want to jump into that if they're ahead. So they're just going to back off. Deep all the lanes pushing. You do see that top wave pushing, mid wave kind of there. No inhibitors taken, but yeah, this is a 200% increase in tower taking this game than they had in the past 2 games. You love to see it.
200% increase. They took 6 towers instead of 1. Dragon Soul Point is finally going to go over to AoE here. The Mountain Soul. We have been having some pretty late Mountain Souls or Mountain Dragons taken just because of both teams exchanging them. AoE looks like they have control of this bottom quadrant of the jungle. Looks like their bottom lane is essentially the apple of their eye here. They're going to look to take the bottom inhib, and along with the Mountain Soul that's coming up in about 5 seconds, sorry. And Urgottem, yeah, you can't walk into this. You just have to give it all up. And it's really difficult for me to see a way that Urgottem comes back into this, right? They have the Gwen with the scaling.
Oh my, that was the Q
Dot.
too. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Needlework is coming out. He's trying to get out of there. Dot, can you run away? The Great Escape. No flash available. Does have the TP, but does not have time to use it. There's the Mountain Soul. There's the Mountain Soul shield. That might be something to help out. Command Protocol will give him this magic shield, as we do have Tears of Winter TPing into 3, drops the damage down, drops his Zhonya's, doesn't have flash available, runs, gets the kill. Wait, did he have a stopwatch too? He did! He had a stopwatch and the Zhonya's. Able to take one out before he goes. All the cooldowns are gone for Urgottem right now, and AOE just have to play cleanup duties. They're jumping on. Glacial Fissure goes out, hits 2. Side S trying to get away. Has 3 stacks on him. One more hit. One more hit. Oh, Shock Blast because of Hexmas taking that soul, getting that Heartbreaker, getting the return, and yeah, Dart is just so...
ending.
Rockboom's like, look, y'all have your fun. I'm gonna take these towers. As there's a like, oh my, oh, just wrap it up. It's the revenge of AOE, baby, and they will take this game. Their mental is firm. Their players are here, and they want to play this League of Legends, and we are going to game number 4.
No, I was not expecting that from AOE. They gave the same draft over. Urgottem's Jace pick didn't work out the way they wanted to. The Graves pick as well didn't really work out the way they expected it to. Getting a little too cute there, I would say, but really well played from AOE Rockboom to absorb a lot of that early game pressure. You saw that, Victor was able to get a good lane for himself. What was originally, I thought, going to be really difficult because of Jace and, his champion and his ability to just, have essentially 6 cooldowns available for you to do damage. He was able to absorb that pressure really well, able to scale back up, and Rockboom just getting those free plates, getting all that scaling, all that CS when that whole top lane crab fight happened.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, Rift Herald. He was just able to scale up. You saw he came back with a shield bow plus Last Whisper. That was just so much upfront damage coming out, and it felt really hard for Urgottem to try to fight into that.
Yeah, oh man. The one time you don't put Winter and Rockboom down in lane, this is the time they win the game. Yeah, we were talking about how Dot versus player number 6 in top lane wasn't going his way, but for Hexmas to be able to get those early trade kills, that was very important, I feel, because that gave him more agency earlier to be able to, shore up any sort of disparities that was going on in his solo lanes. The bot lane was completely fine this game. Maybe because people weren't ganking it like crazy, but we saw the two repeat mirrors. We saw the top repeat mirror and then the bot side repeat mirror. Literal same champions. This time, Rockboom got his way. He was able to farm. He had time to scale. He got so much gold in his pocket early, and that translated to the early lead. And that, yes, Hexmas was popping off. Yes, the man was making Viego do Viego things. Yes, indeed. Winter finally was able to come online and finally able to play League of Legends like he has not been in the past few games. But Rockboom being so solid, being able to, be that rock for the team, and just because even in the previous games, he was still doing a lot of damage. He was trying so hard to, carry the game through. It just didn't work. But in this game, he was sitting pretty. He was feeling good. So, game 4.
Game 4 indeed, right? I mean, AOE just, keeping it competitive, keeping it a series here. And we were talking offline. Once it hit 2, I was like, okay, Urgottem's going to take it.
It's going to be 3-0. Yeah, we thought he was going to take it out.
We were thinking, anybody watching could have seen, right? The first 2 games so dominantly handled by Urgottem, right? 23-minute victories. And now you go back to AOE, a 23-minute victory for them, or a 26-minute victory for them.
Yeah.
Dominating fashion again. These games are close until they're not, essentially, where it's like one big mistake or one certain team fight kind of blows the doors wide open, and one team kind of just keeps running with the lead, right? These are the top teams. Essentially, we're in the top 4 of this league, and this is the semifinal. So you have to believe that these guys aren't going to choke a lead away. They're not going to throw a lead away here. Once they get something solid, solidified, they know how to play against their win conditions. They know how to play against the champions that they have. They know how to play with, who's fed, who's not fed, who we need to stick into a side lane, how we set up objectives. It's all very methodical and surgical, whichever team has the lead. And it's a really hard to claw your way back in.
Yeah, I mean, first game was a bit of a stomp. Second game was a bit more competitive. Third game, AOE, they got it. Is the download complete? Is everything ready? Is AOE about to make the reverse sweep happen? Look, we're going to take it to a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to be here for game 4, and we will see. So, stay tuned. Bang, bang, back again. All right. So, we didn't think it'd get here. We didn't think we'd get here, but we are here. Game 4. Urgottem versus AOE. So, bans looking still pretty much the same.
Yep. Amumu, LeBlanc, Jarvan,
Yeah.
Thresh, Lisa, and Set. These are the bans that are probably going to be pretty standard for first 3. Looks like they're trading again. Leona. Are they going to have Aphelios Braum? Are we going to have the run back? The salty run back.
Part 3. I don't think I can do it.
Oh, let's go. They might
once again. Yep. There it is. All right. So, but this time.
The Aurelia wasn't banned.
The Aurelia got through. They traded. Oh man. Okay. So, that's a little scary.
Player numbers, Aurelia is pretty good. Opting instead for a more skill-based matchup for a little bit more team presence, CC as well. I mean, Aurelia is one of those champions right now that I've always hated her. I despise her. Beautiful.
I love her.
She's so busted right now because of that little kind of mini rework that happened where they kind of changed her into a late game monster and they made her W damage do a lot. And I think her build path right now with the Mythic, she actually benefits a lot from it, right? Going either Divine Sunderer, Wits End Bork, or can go Triforce, can even go what I've seen a lot of Aurelias go. They go Shield Bow for that survivability if they want to and become even more annoying. There's so many different build paths for her, and it just depends on what she's looking to achieve, what kind of role she slots into these team compositions and into these team fights, right? As AOE, gonna lock in the Xin here, gonna take it away from Urgottem here, and we've seen Legans kind of just play anything into Xin, and he doesn't really have high prio for it.
Yeah, and they're actually gonna opt themselves ban the Viego because they picked up the Xin, which I find a little curious. I do think Hexmas had an amazing game on this Viego and would have liked to see him run that back. And then they're banning out the Gwen, even though the Aurelia has already been picked. I'm not too familiar. Like, is this a flex? Like, does Regent also play this Aurelia? Does he play it over player number 6? So that's maybe a little bit of data collecting right there, but the Tom Kench band, the Camille, Camille and Silas bands, right? So they're pinching Dot's pool,
just a wee bit,
just a little bit, trying to make him sweat a little bit. He doesn't get his Set, he doesn't get his Camille, he doesn't get his Silas. Those are, or his Lee Sin, literally his 4 most played champions. So he's gonna have to dig into the well for something else this game, and hopefully it will be enough. Hopefully it will be something good enough to force the game 5 final tiebreaker and get them into the finals, because AOE, they showed that big flash of brilliance in the last game, and it's the Kinnan.
That's a team fight monster. That's somebody. That's pseudo blind, right? It was like to say. Because this Aurelia can get flexed into the mid lane, which it looks like that's what might
that was an instant. That was an insta lock on the Trundle Malphite. This composition is so interesting now, because you have to assume that Aurelia is going to go into the mid lane for Regent. And now, Malphite, Trundle. So my only worry about this is that we've really seen Legans on, more playmaking champions.
Is that the Ezreal mid that we saw last week? Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, it is. Is it? The 100%. 100% win rate, 5-game Ezreal. Winter is trying to go Super Saiyan right now. Yeah. Interesting pick into the Malphite Trundle, but hey, if he can stay alive and be dodging around well enough, we saw what he can do, guys. So
yes. Last week we doubted him. We doubted him last week. This guy's got 100% win rate, 4-game Ezreal. Last game, I don't know if you want him on this, and then he just popped off. He did really, really well. They ended up winning that game, obviously, to make it into the semifinals here. It's going to be a bit of a rough matchup for Irelia, at least in the early game, until she gets the dash, until she gets the stun and everything. That's where she can really apply that kill pressure, apply that kill threat, essentially. But Ezreal is also going to have really a lot of safety. He's going to have his Arcane Shift. He's going to be able to return WQ damage if Irelia flies in, as Beautiful Girl has turned into a bunch of champion portraits on my screen. Don't worry, still alive. He's still there. But yeah, really, I don't understand what Urgottem is going for with this Trundle pick. Like you said, it's classically seen as a Xin Zhao counter, but I'm on the party, or I'm in the camp where it's not seen as a Xin Zhao counter. It doesn't really look like it counters anything to me, to be quite honest. It's just more. It's more of a setup for your team where you can set your team up. As actually, I think Beautiful Crow has disconnected. His internet has gone out. So it's gonna be a little bit of a switch. I'm gonna be solo casting for a little bit. And I think really this Trundle is gonna just set up this Irelia, set up this Ziggs, and set up the Leona for some follow-up CC or even follow-up engage, and really pick people off on the side of AOE esports. Well, you have on the side of AOE, you have a Kennen, you have an Ezreal, you have a double ADC composition, essentially, having a lot of damage, a lot of upfront, scaling damage as well, because obviously Aphelios Ezreal scale very, very well, given their item paths and their mythic choices. But then you also have the AOE coming out from Kennen, no pun intended, of course, and you have that teamfight presence, you have that lockdown ability with him, and just having that surprise engage, the Flash Kennen ultimate or the Flash E Kennen ultimate into Zanya's, it's a lot of damage once she hits that 2 to 3 items. As we are going to get everybody loaded up into draft, we're going to get them synced up. We're going to get them synced up. We're going to get them loaded into the game, the spectator delay. We are going to go to a short break. Don't go anywhere for game 4 of the Aegis Vanguard League. Masters plus Urgottem Evolved versus AOE Phenomenon.
All right, everybody, welcome back to this wonderful semifinal series we have here between Urgottem Evolved and AOE Phenomenon. Holy moly, Shibby, can it happen? The threatening of the reverse sweep is here. This is game 4.
AOE's bringing the brooms out. They're bringing the brooms out. They're trying to do it, man. They're trying to reverse sweep Urgottem here. They're pulling out all the stops. The Ezreal mid, the Kennen top. Dot has pulled into his pockets, has reached very, very deep. Like you said, 4 of his champions were taken off the board here. Player number 6 going to go for that Comet Malphite build. Possibly trending towards an AP Malphite. And if you're AOE Rock Boom, that is very, very scary. Because player number 6 will essentially go see hero, kill hero, and he's going to be looking for you. He's going to have a homing missile. He's going to be locked in torpedo status. And if he builds that AP Malphite, you're dead in one. You're one-shotted, unfortunately. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah, oh my god. It's just completely gone. Just
literally
deleted it. And it's...
and then if you don't die, right? If you don't die, you got Ziggs coming in with the alley-oop. You got him with the jumper, the fadeaway, right?
It's going to be insane. Meanwhile, right now, player number 6 is doing his best dodgeball impression as Dotch is throwing out these shurikens. And it's gonna be so difficult. Like, if AOE get ahead, they're just gonna run away with us for sure. But Urgottem, it's just so annoying. And yeah, you gotta think though, Leggins, who has been such an agent of instrument, just like an instrument of pushing AOE, putting them behind and pushing Urgottem going, is playing the Trundle, not traditionally something you see as a playmaking champion, So it's just a lot to see. And oh my god, Tears of Winter. Could this be a solo kill off the bat? Could it be auto flash for Flash? First blood, 100% win rate, Ezreal, baby. Oh no, Regent should not have flashed there. Should have held that, but it will be 2 summoners down. I guess an Ezreal flash is something you want to take away. Yes, he still has the Arcane Shift available, but man, just putting this Irelia down as much as possible is definitely something Winter's going to be looking for, and it's something you think he might be able to do, given, his track record with his champion.
Yeah, and We said it in draft, right? We're just gonna have a tough time into this Ezra, at least until he gets the dash, the stun, and the W. And he died before he got all of that. He was level 1 when he died, right? Tears of Winter hit the level 2. I believe he went EQ or maybe WQ. I don't know, but he got a lot of damage out. Was able to stack the autos, the Conqueror passive as well. Able to push out a little bit of extra damage, and Regent just had to walk away and take it. Essentially, Tears of Winter just walked him down and killed him. And that early kill is gonna be super impactful because Legan's, yeah.
Speaking of another maybe early kill, oh nah, yeah, this. Okay, so you were talking about mid jungle synergy champions that you'd like to see. Is Ezreal Zin the new mid jungle synergy that we need to see?
It's for AOE for sure. I mean, look at this. He's just doing so much damage. And yeah, how is Trundle a counter? Can somebody explain to me how Trundle's a counter to Zin? Because it really isn't at this point.
Here comes Tears of Winter. The pillar has been dropped. We do see Dot roaming over to
here.
Make this a 3. Yes.
Oh no!
No assist given over. Hexmas will get the kill on the region. Oh man. It's starting. Is this the rally that AOE needed? That last game. We know they are very good when they can play evenly and push themselves ahead. When they get ahead, they can run away with games. And it's showing right now that this early pressure that AOE is able to exert over Urgottem is definitely paying off, as Rockboom will have the flash. He did get ignited. A lot committed from Sidesu. Turn around is here. Grabbing him is here. That's a lot of AoE damage down. Inferno doesn't get the burn off. Ooh, super, super close. Both sums burned for Sidesu. Both sums burned for Rockboom, but
Corellian also burns the ignite.
Yes, Corellian did put the ignite down as well. So lots invested from AoE as well. Last Dance, he's only rocking with that teleport. That's such a good W auto, but nothing to follow up on. Corellian trying to make something play. The thumbs up emotes coming out. Yeah, just stopping the back of Sidesu really good too. AoE, they're playing, they're playing with more confidence this time around.
Oh, they're playing with some fire right now. Trundle was able to get that red buff steal off on Hexmas because Hexmas was just wasting a lot of time in that mid lane. And Trundle is just one of those champions that you get for the counter gank. If you're the one initiating, it's nice for sure, and Filler is nice, and having the Q chomp available, but he's really good at turning ganks around and isolating people. If a gank doesn't go right, he can pillar somebody, isolate them out, and really, essentially, in my mind, is a counter gank style jungler. And finally, Legans is going to pay some attention in this bottom lane. Pillar does come out, no stumps.
Yeah, nothing to follow up on. Just, I guess, Legans trying to relieve some pressure, but no flash or heal on Rockboom, and he's no mana either. He just walks out of that just because of the placement. Man, you have to think Urgottem kind of playing a little bit of desperation catch up here in this early goings. Yes, it's still early, and there's plenty of time for things to grow, but Urgottem seem to be playing a little bit off form here.
Yeah, they might just be trying to play for this team fight, which they kind of drafted a bit more for, right, with the Leona Ziggs Mal fight. But it is going to be hard because AoE does have that counterpunch with the Kennen ultimate, with the Xin Zhao ultimate, right? Can negate a lot of Ziggs damage, right? A lot of the damage that maybe Irelia wants to, put out can get negated from this Xin Zhao. Can get, she can get bursted out. She can get, R'd out if she wants to. And now both champions level 6. Sidesu is here. Dot can turn this. He has a lot of damage.
And there goes the quick to get Dot out of there. Lightning form. Nothing invested, so just showing up, saying hi, reminding him that he is still there. As AoE just playing it slow, playing the heavy farm game. Now, Regent has done a great job of catching up and exceeding the CS between him and Tears of Winter. Yeah, he was down a kill, and down 2 kills rather, but he's doing pretty well for himself, all things considered, in the CS department. Although trading into an Ezreal with the Sheen, not the best. As the good wraparound from Sidesu, there's still Flash literally just came back up for Tears of Winter. That's perfect timing right there if I've seen any. But yeah, 3 members in his mid lane paying a lot of attention to him. Gonna look for some sort of dive, maybe stun lock him a little bit. There's the ultimate. Sidesu does get tagged. Dashes forward, not gonna follow up off of that. But,
that
was
a nice
for sure.
That was nice mechanics from Hexmas, right? Ing to the minions, Wing over, and now Hexmas can die here. Oh, there's 3 members. Corellian is here, Ezreal is here, but that's just too much damage.
Oh, that is too much damage. Hexmas will go down, but the TP is being committed. AOE want this fight. They want to turn it. TP on the backside as well as a flank. The Slicing Maelstrom will be burned, but there's the Unstoppable Force. There's also the
Dot's dead?
Death Bomb. Oh no.
Here's a winner versus the world.
Turn. Meanwhile, Rock Boob's up here. He's trying to provide some sort of appeal for his team, but no, Tears of Winter not gonna be able to get over. He invested the Flash and the Arcane Shift. The kill will go over to player number 6, and now it was Urgottem completely turning it on its head and getting 4 kills for the team.
4 kills over. Now the game, like you said, has flipped on its head. Urgottem has the gold lead now. A really, really sneaky, deviant play coming out from Urgottem, hiding 3 guys in that bush. Instead of Legenz going for the crab, he knew the junglers would be like, oh, there's a crab there, I gotta get it. Hexmas is like, I gotta get this crab, guys. Like, I don't care.
What is it with NA and these scuttle crabs? Once again, happening.
Honestly, as a jungleman myself, I probably would have gone for that crab too. I mean, it's just too good, right? The gold, the experience, you get a little bit of health on top of that, and you get a vision as well. It's just too good. But yeah, Regent Legenz inside S who sprung the trap, and they were able to get Hexmas out of the fight before anything happened. Yeah, it looked like AOE was about to turn it, but once player number 6 arrived, once Ziggs arrived, he got a really nice super mega or Inferno Death Bomb onto Dot. And Dot's not playing one of these tankier champions, these bruisers, right? The Set, the Lee Sin, the Camille, those guys that build health. He's playing, a glass cannon kind of style, a glass cannon champion. Not a lot of health onto him. It is really kind of, I want to say useless after his ultimate. Could really just kind of be annoying. So after they waited out the cannon ultimate, it was easy pickings for Urgottem.
Yeah, this isn't the on-hit auto-attack cannon that played a few seasons ago. I love that, though. Cannon's one of my favorite champions, but man, he's in an interesting spot right now, as it's just going to be like, for AOE to get back on the saddle, so to speak, it's going to be a little difficult for them because this composition is so good ahead for sure, but from behind, it's kind of scary, especially when you're playing into an Aurelia and into a Malphite that will dive you relentlessly. As AOE still managed to pick up that Herald, but the Dragon will looking to be going the way of Urgottem, as they're not really interested in lane swap back. There was a little bit of a lane swap there a few moments ago, but no, everything's back to normal. I say that as Regent's just going to force a flash out of Rock Boom, and the rest of the team is here looking for, they smell blood, they're going to try and make something else off this, but no, just clearing some vision down. As the last
the winner is fearless.
Oh yeah, he's very fearless on this Ezreal, as he knows he can pump out so much damage real quick. Looking at the switch positions though, you have Last Dance in mid and Regent going down bot, trying to get a tower down faster. He already has 2 plays for himself. Oh yeah, and they're gonna try and gank onto player number 6. Interesting to try and gank the Malphite. Does not get the stun off. No, not enough passive stacks of the Maelstrom procced. It's they're gonna go ahead and
they're gonna base race for the turrets here?
They are. Not base There's the Unstoppable Force. TP
Regent is here.
Oh no, they don't see it. They don't see it until it's too late. Vanguard misses, but he will go down in the end. Hexmas gets one before he dies. Dot not long for the world. He doesn't have ultimate. No Slicing Maelstrom. But here's Tears of Winter. The TP was popped himself, trying to get a kill down, looking for it, but no, will not grab it. Oh, a 2-for-1 in the end is Tears of Winter. He's making sure he stays wherever Regent goes. He's trying to play the boogeyman right now. He's saying, hey, I am living in your head, and you will see me everywhere. As he followed him with that TP, got the kill, got some plates off of that tower. Shelly was able to get a charge off. AOE trying to tie it up and push themselves back into this lead that they very candidly threw.
Yeah, and Urgottem was able to pick up the first turret down there just because of how many members were down there. The reason Regent was able to TP was because he was comfortable leaving the turret, taking business to Ziggs. He came down there, satchel charged it, took it down. They got the first turret gold. They did get AOE did get a charge on. I did get the Shellytron or the Shelly charge, sorry. Not Shellytron.
Shout out Shellytron in the chat. I know you're there.
Yeah, he's somewhere in there probably. Gets the Shelly charge on and gets some plates over. But overall, a win, I would say, for Urgottem, right? They got the first turret gold. They picked up a kill. They picked up a kill in their back pocket as well. And it looks like that Malphite is actually going for full tank, which is just going to be super annoying with that Frostfire Gauntlet, because once he gets on top of you, once he ults you, you're not going anywhere. And Rockboom isn't getting the same kills, isn't getting the same attention that he did last game, where he was getting solo plate, solo gold, all this stuff. He's just kind of behind right now from Ziggs, right? He doesn't have his Mythic, is sitting on Noon Quiver, Zerker Greaves, and so he's not going to have as much of an impact as he did last game, and it's going to be up to Ezreal Zinzao to really carry this mid game that's coming up and really, hopefully, carry AOE to a victory.
Yeah, definitely that paying attention, like giving him all the resources is not there as, oof, without the subjugate burn just to take down so much of Carillian's health is, Last Dance is not a good spot. That is Ziggs not very fast. The Moonlight will not land.
Has the flash.
He does have flash available, yeah. Everybody's so split on that bottom side of the map. You see Regent going there to try to take another tower for himself. Letting Aurelia split push is such a bad idea. Even though she doesn't have her Mythic completed, she still is able to take towers pretty fast with that passive and the Conqueror. So it's looking real dicey. Like, Urgottem is doing such a great job of spreading AoE out, spreading them thin across the map, leading them in circles, rotating around, because they know how their composition works. They know the strengths of this very team fight heavy composition. And Urgottem, they're just playing keep away, you know? So AoE needs to shore up this difference as fast as possible if they're going to have an inkling of a chance to take us to game 5.
Yeah, and the Dragon is coming up. You have to believe that they're going to try to team fight. Both of these teams looking to team fight and looking to contest objectives now. Urgottem can stack those dragons early, and we potentially might get a 4th Mountain Soul Dragon here. It can flip. It could either be Infernal Soul or Mountain Soul here as the Ocean Dragon is coming up. Cloud Dragon was picked up by Urgottem, so a little extra bit of cooldown reduction on their ultimates is kind of nice, especially if you're playing somebody like Trundle, Malphite. You can just have that window to ult come up a little bit sooner, and it just feels good. But it looks like AoE does have the inside track onto this dragon. Urgottem's just going to keep clearing vision here and there.
Yeah, they definitely want to take out those wards.
Yeah, Regent actually just bully their way in with their big beefy boys, and like you said, Mythic is now completed. I really actually went for Gore Drinker here, which I really like. If she's gonna be in the if she's gonna be in the thick of things, she activates that Gore Drinker healing when she's low. It just allows her to live that much longer. And we all know Gore Drinker healing is busted.
Oh, here's the double TP coming in from both sides. Great Glacial Fissure onto 3. The Moonlight
God has flash.
God has flash. He's going and slicing Maelstrom right on top of him, but he has enough damage. Will take down Last Dance. Legghands will get him on the back end.
Oh, beautiful Malphite ultimate.
Tears of Winter is untouched on the backside. Arcane shifting forward. Double kill for Legghands, but he will go down just swift. The numbers are turning in the side of AoE. Hex missed on a killing spree. Gets the kill on the Regent. And Legghands is trying to do a 2v1 situation. Carillion jumps away. Flashes, goes back in with the Ignite. Will go down. The blue buff on Legghands. Does he have enough damage? He does not. He's so low. He's so low.
He's dodging.
One more auto. And that is the ace. 16 minutes into the game for AoE. That was such a great pickup, Shibby. The placement of all the abilities, the ultimates coming in left and right. Great ultimate coming in from a Dot to take out Last Dance, as he had to throw the Inferno Bomb on himself to even chunk him down. Great unstoppable force coming out from player number 6, right in that bottom jungle cluster, right near the blast plant. So both teams knowing the limits of these champions, knowing their compositions very well. So much dive from Urgottem and so much outright damage coming out from AoE. And the dragon didn't even go down and all of that. They're back to it.
Oh, another fight is looking like it's going to crop up here. They have brought everybody on the side of Urgottem down here. Dot is not available. Slicing Maelstrom is not available. TP is not available. They're going to pick up this Ocean Dragon for free is what it looks like. And
oh, wow.
Regent having a rough game on this game for Aurelia. Wasn't able to really perform on the Jace either. Picking up 280 mid laners, and so far, the past 280 mid laners he picked, he didn't do too well. And even on the Yone in game 2, he was whiffing ultimates. Regent!
Talking about it right now. Not even a single chance to play the game as he will get taken out. Does manage to clear the waves. They do get the tower in the top lane.
Oh, Malphite!
Player number 6 trying to bully out Rockboom. Gravitum Infernum, decent combo. has, you know, the damage per time and the burn to deal with this Malphite, you would say. So gonna keep him at bay, not allow him to push on this tower as much as he wants to. Second Herald is up. You would have to think the AoE want to go for that, as they did give up second Dragon. We do see Hexmas on the top side of the map, but a lot of the focus seems to be shifting towards that mid area. As Urgottem, they're allowed to get these towers, you know, letting Last Dance push with the Ziggs is such a bad idea, but AoE isn't exactly in the best position to deal with all of that push right now.
And I don't kind of like this autopilot build that Last Dance did. He goes for the Oblivion Orb, even though there's not that much healing, I would say, on the side of AoE, right? You have to have Conqueror, but Aphelios, if you just tab really quickly, if you're on either team, you can see that he went for Kraken Slayer instead of Shield Bow. He's not going to have a lot of that healing. I think Kraken's probably the okay move here. He's just trying to get out as much damage as he can possible. He's trying to, you know, try to chunk into these tanks and really try to be that meat grinder that Aphelios can be if he has that Chakram Severum combo. But yeah, I would have loved to see possibly Ziggs instead of opting in, as we see Dot maybe die to
hello
Legion.
there. Ooh, Dot's got the stun. Throws out the ultimate. Oh, that's not what you want. Regent, you're in no man's land, as Dot does have the range. Photo belt forward. Yes, that's it. Who's the kill credit going to go over to? Whose PayPal is going to go to Rock Boom? Send PayPal link. We can get an inside scoop on how much later. But yeah, they're just getting free gold on the map as they're marching down, trying to get this turret. They do have the second Herald available to use. Good ultimate by Last Dance to thin out the wave.
He might die. He might die here. He might get dived here. Dot still has ultimate.
The dive is definitely still there. But no, they're just going to take the tower, starting to get collapsed on a little bit, but they can walk it out. They have enough disengage ready. They have the Glacial Fissure. They have the Slicing Maelstrom. They have the ultimate.
Oh, they're gonna go for this.
Dance. They are going for it, stunning up Hexmas, who gets.
That guy didn't get to move.
He didn't even get to move at all. As the shutdown gold will go to Last Dance.
And now the siege.
I'm not sure how that actually happened. AoE should not have let that happen with all the resources they had available, but no, they just go ahead and give it, and they're going to go ahead and return the tower. There's some re-engage. Infernum and Gravitum going to stun him up. AoE, what was that move? Urgottem just gets a quick kill and gets out and gets a tower in away with murder, essentially, in their face.
Yeah, and Ziggs was able to pick up that shutdown gold as well on top of that, so can maybe finish his Archangel Staff, probably the Seraph's Embrace, because he does have a fully stacked tier here. 07 on this Regent, though, on the Irelia is looking a bit rough. Is farmed, has the bit of CS lead, or a bit of a decent CS on his belt. 153. He is just pushing side lanes, being super annoying here. I don't expect Regent to join any of these team fights until he gets 2-3 items, as it looks like Trundle is going to go for a kind of a hybrid build, a beefier bruisery build with the Divine Sunderer into the Randuin's Omen. And Randuin's is so good into double ADC. Even if they don't have a lot of crit, it's just really nice, right? And he can also opt in if he really wants to Frozen Heart, and it'll stop Zinzao, it'll stop Ezra, it'll stop Aphelios here from their getting attack speed and getting a lot of autos off. It'll reduce all of them with that AoE, and I believe they increased the AoE range. They made it cheaper as well, so we're gonna see what either team opts into. It looks like Malphite might be picking up the Frozen Heart, though. He does have the Glacier Shroud in his pocket.
Yeah, but you'd have to think he would, and that's one of the biggest caveats about this AoE composition that we talked about in the draft before I disconnected. The high amount of AD damage that they have, you know. Yes, Dot is on a magic damage champion, but he just is not going to be building towards that burst potential, as Rockboom not walking in the most optimal place right now, getting section off from his team. This Infernal Drake is spawning here in 20 seconds.
Rockboom.
Oh, playing with fire as he gets dove on, flashes backwards. Everybody's trying to get onto him, and he's staying alive for a long time. But no, the shutdown got on the Regent. Amazing ultimate coming in. The stuns are there. That's the rest of the team going down. Dot in the backline will take out Last Dance. Shutdown coming in for him. Legacy is on the back line. Fight Tears of Winter. You don't want to fight that Ezreal. That's a big boy. As 3 are down on the side of Urgottem. -2 for AoE. Dot's going to clean him up. That's 2 shutdowns going straight for him. Player number 6 is running at Dot, gets the passive proc, stun is there, and the Dragon this time, the Infernal Drake, will go over to AoE as Hexmas is like, yeah, y'all got this, y'all have fun, I'm gonna take Dragon for us.
Yeah, and I want to see where player number 6's ultimate went during that fight. I mean, it looked like it was primed and ready to go, but he was super far away from that fight. His ultimate was also on cooldown as well, so I'm not sure what really happened or who he was really using it on. And you saw everybody tried to get onto Rock Boom. Tears of Winter, again, going untouched. It was just Legans versus him.
Dancer.
Yeah, Legans doesn't have enough damage on him right now and isn't tanky enough to just out-tank Ezreal as well. Ezreal sitting on a Last Whisper, Divine Thunder, Manamune, Ionian Boost of Lucidity. He's a lot of damage right now, 5-1 and 5 as well. They might need to try to shift their AD carry of focus in these next couple of fights because the past 2 fights Urgottem took, the past 2 team fights, they lost them.
Yeah, it's oh man, the target selection for sure. But now you do see, you know, steel caps on everybody. Now Legans has picked up that Bramble Vest. So we were talking about Rock Boom not building the shield bow. That lifeline shield with the additional lifesteal is very, you know, it's almost essential in Aphelios in these big team fights when there's multiple big bodies diving at him. He's not running cleanse. There is no Quicksilver Sash. I highly doubt he's going to start to build, you know, into the Maw Malmortius or the Bloodthirster or the Mercurial Scimitar because he's trying so hard to be a tank buster and trying so hard to evade and just rely on raw movement speed to get away from these fights. As Corellian walking a little bit too far forward, taking a lot.
Corellian's eating all of that.
He's
almost
ate
every single line.
2 ultimates. He didn't even get to use his glacial, and that will be the support going down. As Rock Boom, he's getting collapsed on. He's not getting away. Great blast plant hit as a man. He gets singled out and gets taken down. Those are the picks that Urgottem needed, and they're going to make a beeline straight towards Baron because they know that a lot of the damage has been dropped from AOE. Yes, they still have the Slicing Maelstrom available from Dot. Yes, they still have the ultimate available from Hex Mists. Yeah, they're going straight forward. They have multiple wards in the area that haven't been cleared out by AOE. No, he doesn't. It is 3 of them. They take it reasonably fast.
Look at Zig.
Oh my god. So much damage, so much zoning. This is the Ziggs play that Last Dance wanted to do, but Tears of Winter is so much damage on this Ezreal and he's untouched. Will get tagged a little bit slowed, but they're going in. Dot's going in. Slicing Maelstrom on the 3. That is the combo. Winter will knock them back. No one's gone down yet, but there's a shutdown from Regent. He's back in this game. He does have the dancing ability. He's going to run out, though. Conqueror and passive are there. Tears of Winter is there. Corellian is alive, and now they are on the chase. They're getting funneled. Great two-shot barrage. Will get the kill onto him. On the backside, though, that is massive damage coming out from Last Dance as he does drop the Mega Inferno Bomb onto them. They're being corralled back towards the tower. 3v3 situation, looking to be turned into a 4v3. Their members of AOE are all back and alive, and they stop the Baron attempt for Urgottem. Get some quick kills on the way out. I doubt they're going to try and turn it and go back to that fight. It looks like they're just going to clear out.
Baron, they have double ADCs?
They do, but look how
Legans is full HP.
Look how healthy Legans is. Yes, they're just going to clear out some vision, get some stuff down.
Oh my!
Oh man! But look at the wards that are still on the red side of AOE's jungle. So they still got valuable information off of that back that they know AOE didn't clear out all of the wards. Is Tears of Winter gonna try and get collapsed on our Regent. Regent's 2, 8, and 5, but he actually does a reasonable amount of damage in these fights and provides a lot of utility. You know, the Sterex plus the Vanguard's Edge allowed him to stay alive in that fight, getting off the flawless duet that close, you know, getting that multi-man stun. He can still do a lot of damage with the fully stacked Conqueror and fully stacked Ionian Fervor passive, you know? So even though he's so down, it looks like his CS is the 2nd highest on his team and 4th highest on this entire game. So the man is definitely down but not out of this game. Ooh, man, these fights are actually getting real scary for AOE.
Well, the issue is as well, if you're Urgottem, you essentially lost a 3v5. You lost to Dot, Hexmas, and Tears of Winter. Yeah, you guys were low. Yeah, you guys were tanking Baron. But the indecisiveness of you guys to not either say, we burn here or we turn here, right? It's either burn or turn. And they try to do both at the same time with the Ziggs damage, right? It looks like they were zoning him out. But if you're Trundler, you just try to throw a pillar onto Ezreal, force him to Arcane Shift out, and hopefully you can turn back onto that Baron.
Yeah.
Instead, they just started eating Qs like it was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tears of Winter was getting WQs off. You saw Dot get all his AOE damage off. And if he just gets a 2 to 3 man slicing Maelstrom every fight, game's over.
And it's looking like Urgottem's going to try and turn here. Well, no, they're sending 2 to the dragon. Yeah, AOE, trying to be sneaky, trying to sneak around, but no, they have so many wards they haven't cleared out yet that they know. And yeah, Regent and Leggins just going to go ahead and take the dragon as AOE not looking to start Baron. Maybe a bait as they will get spotted going into that bush. And that was 1 Q from Last Dance. Yep. He has his items now. He does so much damage. It's looking very grim for AoE if they get caught at all. They're gonna engage onto
getting caught.
Maelstrom, but look at player number 6 on the back.
I don't
That's not what you want to do. On the backside though, Regent gets the kill on the Cerulean. Boom, flash over
Here's
the
a
side.
winner.
So much damage to chakrams, but they're getting collapsed on Dot. Will shut down Leggins. Tears of Winter kiting for his life. Tears of Winter still in this fight. Double marksman doing work here. Regent dives in.
Regent!
And he gets 2. It's just Tears of Winter gets 3. Can he 1v3? He gets
Here's a winner. Here's a winner.
Solo gets the kill, but will kill himself in the end. A hero play if I have seen one. Gets the triple kill, but will give his life to save the rest of the team as its only Last Dance that is alive. It's only the Ziggs. Yes, he has double buffs. He will most likely get the tower. Get the tower, get the inhib at most, but the rest of the team was not alive, so they could not end or try to turn for any other objectives. Holy crap, Shibby, that was so damn close to being the end for AoE off that interesting decision to engage onto Leggins like that. Allowed them to get stacked up, and you saw player number 6 saw from the backside goes in off of that pillar that Leggins was able to throw down. There's just so much ultimate stacking. The wombo combo from Urgottem, the solar flare, the Mega Inferno bomb, plus the unstoppable force.
That Mega Inferno bomb last fight, did so much that had so much value, right? It was so strong, and you see just how strong Tears of Winter is. He is trying his heart out. Level 16, highest level in the game, 4 items in, has the Frozen Heart, is trying to just carry this game. And if he had one more member, if somebody else, it was really weird because Dot wasted the Cannon ultimate onto Regent and Regent alone. And if you're Urgottem, that's a win for you. If you're not getting stunned up, you're allowed to put damage out. If you're, that's Regent feeling strong.
Oh, the ults are coming out left and right. There's no Zhonya's for him to use. He already used the stasis. Dot's getting chased down. We'll get stunned up and taken out on the back, and they're engaging on the player number 6, who unstoppable forces out of the fight. There goes the True Barrage. Here's Regent.
He does have it. AOE Rock Boom.
Ultimate from Headsmith, allowing the damage not to get down. Shut down. Rock Boom lands the shots. There's Tears of Winter jumping forward. Will get another kill on the side. Desu. That's 2 for 1 in the end. AoE manages to get the better of Urgottem. Low health bars. Yes, Last Dance does have double buff still. Will be timing out here shortly, I believe. But that amazing ultimate from Hexmas denying Regent mid-jump, mid-Q, gets knocked back and gets taken off of Rock Boom, who has positioning. We've praised him this entire series of his positioning on this champion, able to stay alive even without the presence of a flash or a gale force or anything. AoE really playing this on a knife's edge.
Yeah, and the real game changer there was player number 6 having to unstoppable force out instead of in. There is an argument can be made where you just unstoppable force in, get the damage down, get the knockup up if you can, because it looked like Urgottem wanted to turn it, right? It looked like they were like, okay, I think we can actually turn this. We're okay. You saw Regent going in. He did get knocked back. And that's the power of Xin Zhao, right? If nobody's challenged, if he's not eating onto you, the moment you go in, it's an instant denial. It's like a Janna ult, but better, because he also, any follow-up damage coming up from Last Dance, the Q, the bombs, the mines, anything like that, instantly gets denied because of the invulnerability or the invincibility field that Xin Zhao creates around his team and around himself.
Yeah, just such good ultimate play as we do look around. Most of them are going to be back up for this fight, if not all of them. There is, once again, positioning around Baron. Baron Dance number 3, it seems, is Urgottem. They're just going to go ahead and start it. They have the items. They feel they have the ability to burn it down. Yes, it's going down really fast. Just forcing AoE to respond. Heximus and Tears of Winter are here. It's at half health. They all are.
We've seen this before. Tears of Winter.
Tears of Winter on the side, looking for the engage. Zenith's Blade goes in, but it's on to Cerulean. Will be able to survive. Blocks so much of that upfront damage. Glacial Fissure does go out. Massive slow. The Subjugate was burned by Leggins as well. Dot does throw down the slicing Maelstrom. Here comes everybody jumping in. Dot does get the kill on the player number 6. Dot is still alive somehow. Gets the double kill on the back end of that because of the damage that Rockboom and Tears of Winter are throwing out. That is 2 more dead. No one dead on the side of AOE. Urgottem loses 2. Tears of Winter jumping forward. He is the Ezreal that is fed with the blue buff. He's Arcade shifting forward. No fear in his eyes. He does not care. Here comes the rest of the team. Rockboom is full health, full mana, baby. And he's going to go in. Tears of Winter gets another kill. 200 That's another shutdown going into the pocket of Rockboom. And that is an ace for AOE. Urgottem tried to sneak another Baron and paid for it massively.
They pay with their lives. They're gonna pay with a Baron a Baron take themselves. They're gonna lose a dragon on top of this, and I think that fight was decided just by Last Dance throwing the Mega Inferno Death Bomb really, really early. There was one moment in that fight where it looked like a very, very good one, where it was, you know, Malphite ulting, Zenith blading in with the Leona as well. There was a point where half of the team of AOE was super grouped up, and there was no Mega Inferno Death Bomb, you know, available. As now Regent is trying to get this.
He's
trying to get this dragon soul. He's not going to be able to get it.
Popped. If he gets it up, it'll literally cry. Not just.
Oh, he gets it! He gets the Inferno Soul!
Regent, you can't do that. That's so insane. AOE will get the Baron, but Regent, who has not had the best of games, not had the best of showings, coming up with the biggest clutch, steals the dragon, but also steals the soul. So Infernal Soul over to Urgottem. That AOE, you have to play with the pressure on right now. The pressure cooker is about to time out. Because Redemption will be dropped. Corellian almost dropping there. They're going to try and siege onto this turret.
What Infernal Soul Ziggs? That is so scary! That is so much poke coming out. There's so much damage, and they're looking to maybe push with this Baron, but they cannot. It's Ziggs, Infernal Soul, 4 items, has the Rabadons, has the Leandries, has the Seraph's Embraces, building towards the Zanyas. He is very, very strong.
I know y'all are watching. Y'all better tell your friends, tell your family to get into this match. This is the game 4 between AOE and Urgottem. This is only the semi-final. If Urgottem win this, they are going to the finals. If AOE win this game, we are going to a deciding game 5, and it could not be more close between these two teams. Baron buff all on the side of AOE. Dragon Soul all on the side of Urgottem. 20 kills to 30, but you would swear that doesn't even matter at this point in the game. This is the longest game in the series that we've had. None of them have gone longer than 30 minutes. The first 2 were 23 minutes stopped by Urgottem. The third one was a 25, 26 minute comeback victory for AOE. It's looking so scary for AOE, this AOE squad who has, you know, week after week had to have substitutes, had to take a few bad losses, but they are definitely showing that they deserve to be here and they deserve to be in this spot. The 5th seed versus the first seed. Absolutely love this game. Shibby, I'm losing my mind. The taste of a team fight is so palpable. It's right there as Regent
Dot
engaging on
Regent taking a lot of damage. Dot uses his ultimate.
He did. Redemption going down. Great Glacial Fissure as Tears of Winter will claim the kill. The Mega Inferno Bomb will take down Dot. No, he Zonya's at the last second, saving his life, not allowing the damage over time from the Leandries to take him out. So with those 2 key kills, AOE pushes forward.
Regent, give it. The Regent taketh away, it sounds like. He gifted to the Infernal Soul, tried to go for the solo kill onto Dot, was punished deeply, right? Ultimate came down from Kennen. Last Dance, he's trying his best. He's trying to get the damage down, but Rockboom is at that stage. 4 item Aphelios. You do not want to walk into that.
He has his GA. Yep, he's ready to rock. Rockboom is here as they are going to try and take on this turret. Tears of Winter does so much damage. True Shot Barrage goes wide, does not land on anybody. The Baron buff has timed out for AOE. They are dancing around these towers, trying to get as much as they possibly can. In the bot lane, you do see Dot raising a line of minions to try to take out this tier 1 tower in the bot lane. Peximus will rotate there to meet him. I believe they're just going to walk out. Shibby, this is so close. One good fight can end this game for either team at this stage in the game. Everybody has their items available. The towers are very low. AOE has 1 more tower than Urgottem, but it's in different areas. The inhibitors for Urgottem aren't even exposed, where the mid inhibitor for AOE, that thing is wide open. So Urgottem definitely looking for that shot. One fight can be all it needs to be, can be all it takes to get them this victory and push them to the finals.
Yeah, and really, it's at the point where player number 6 cannot just ult Rock Boom and kill him anymore. We saw what happened, right? He ulted him, and Rock Boom almost killed him. So now player number 6 has to play for setup, has to play for the Zig setup, right? Zig's is 6 items. Now, he has full build. He's got the Zanyas, the Rabadons, the Leandries, the Seraph. This is as much damage as you can really get here on this Ziggs. And now player number 6 has to play for the group, play for the setup, as we said. Leona as well needs to get the Zenith Blade down, needs to lock up Tears of Winter if possible, but Regent is having a rough time. He's 4 items in, same as the Aphelios. He maybe has some more damage on him now. Irelia was changed to be more of a later game champion with that little mini, I guess, rework. I wouldn't say rework, as I would say more of like a
adjustment, you could say.
Numbers change, adjustments, yeah, but really, it's going to be up to this Trundle just tank up a lot of this damage. It's going to be up to the beefy bros in Trundle and Malphite to really zone off and create the space so that Region and Last Dance can work.
Yes, it's going to be so difficult, and I know the objective they're all waiting for. Yeah, Baron up in 30 seconds, and you have Elder up in 50. If we've seen anything, we know both of these teams love to play around the Baron as, oh my god, Tears of Winter just chugs out so much damage. They're able to regen it up. Oh, they're a little huddled here.
Elder!
Fight. Yep, that was the pillar used. But oh, the poke from Tears of Winter is so high. The ultimate being committed, grabbing him for the stun, but no follow-up. So that is the Moonlight Vigil down for Rock Boom, a very key ultimate for these fights, and burning it kind of instinctively.
With the flank?
Feel.
Uh-oh, he has flash. He's got R.
Not too hidden by the rest of the Fog of War because it is Infernal Rift. The positioning, the tanks are on the opposite side of the rest of the team. If they were to go, they're seeming to engage onto the tanks. The double force doesn't get anything done, but here comes the rest of the damage. Great ultimate from Hexus. Rock Boom on a rampage. Look at that slicing master. Look at that damage. Everybody's going down. There's the ultimate's coming out left and right. Shut down. Regent does get the kill, but Hexus is dividing the rest of the team. Regent did get the revive.
Regent with the format
on the team. And he's marched. He's jumping back in. He's jumping back in, but will not take down Rock Boom, who once again stands tall amongst everybody on the team of Urgottem. There's only bot lane Last Dance and Sidesu alive. Elder Dragon is alive. Baron is alive, and you have to believe AOE are going to take that with all the earnest.
They're gonna take that. They're gonna take the Baron most likely, and now Urgottem's on the back foot. They don't know what to do. They cannot jump onto Rock Boom. They cannot jump to Tears of Winter. Yes, Last Dance is trying to pump out as much damage as he possibly can, but that dot. Oh my god, Cannon ultimate.
Look, Tears of Winter is trying to keep that 100% win rate alive, baby.
Yeah.
The death timers are still very long for Urgottem. Everybody is starting to pop up. Reach is going to be dead for another 10 seconds. There are 2 TPs available for them, but it doesn't matter. You saw that Baron melt like butter under a hot knife. AOE, they're so in the lead, but this game is still so difficult for them to close out. They have to get at least 2 members you would have to think dead. Take down Last Dance and take down Regent so they can actually get a good push off. You want to believe that Urgottem knows this in their hearts and are going to do their damnedest to keep them from getting to the base. Shibby, this is game 4 with so much on the line.
Match point.
It's match point for Urgottem. It's survival for AOE. They are playing like a pack of starved wolves trying to get to their dinner, and that is a filet mignon party all up in that blue base. I believe they can do it. 41 minutes on the clock. AOE have
GAs are down for Zinzao and Irelia. Rock Boom's GA is still up here as well, so that's a very crucial cooldown as Dot. They just need to find a way. Oh man, player number 6 is so tanky, yet he's not at the same time. It feels like he has all this health, all this. Last
there's
Dance
a
might
Moonlight
die
Vigil. One more hit. Two towers down. He's dead. He's dead. Sniped out of the way by Rock Boom. The inhibitors are falling left and right. This could look like the end. This looks very close. They're walking the minions in. They have a large minion line to work with. Pillar will dissuade them for a little bit. They're all bunched up. Urgottem have to pull the trigger on something. They have to make something happen. They're going in. There is the unstoppable force. There's the collapse. The Nexus is wide open. The damage is
Elder Dragon!
Damage. The Elder Dragon will prove to be the difference maker. That is AOE taking game 4. Cue up the Silver Scrapes Quantum because we're going to a game 5, baby.
Oh my god, and I wish you could see Beautiful Crow's face, but you can't right now. Oh my god, we're on to a game 5. 2 dominant games coming out from Urgottem, but 2 slobber knockers coming out from AOE, and we're 2-2 tied up. Game 5 is on its way, and both teams had champions that they picked. They're picking comfort. You saw AOE bring out the Ezreal, the Aphelios. They said, run it back in that bot lane. 4 times in a row we've seen Ziggs, Leona versus Aphelios Braum. 2 times it's gone to Ziggs, Leona. 2 times it has gone to Aphelios Braum, and now are they going to run it back? I think the weak point from Urgottem is that they're running these 80 mid laners. 3 maybe 80 mid laners, and Region hasn't looked good on any of them. The only one he looked good on, the only champion he looked good on, was that LeBlanc in the early game.
Yeah.
Trundle, not the pick really for Legans. I think he's, like you said, he needs to be on a more of a proactive jungler, somebody that can initiate and somebody that can really get his lanes ahead instead of being on this Trundle. Whew. Dot reaching into his pockets. He reached. That was his 5th pick. The man had 4 bans go against him.
4 bans against him in top lane. He picks out the Kinnan to great effect.
Performs well on it. Performs exceptionally well. His ultimates were really amazing. Tears of Winter brings out the Ezreal. We see the Ziggs out.
Still 100% on this mid Ezreal, by the way, guys. If you guys are just joining us, you have joined in on such a treat. Once again, this is 2 series in a row now. AOE Phenomenon brought it to a game 5. Their quarterfinal matchup against Cerberus. It went to a game 5.
I hear the train. I don't know if you guys hear the hype train that is behind me right now.
That's the whistle going, baby. Please, please, please do not change off of this channel, because when we get back, we will have the deciding final game between AOE Phenomenon and Urgottem Evolved. My face is hot. I need some water. Send us a break, please. Oh! It's time. We didn't think we'd get here at the top of the day, especially with how the first 2 games went. But it is time for a game 5. AOE, you can't keep doing this to us. You did this to us last week. Here you are again. The winner of this game goes into finals. And let's get into this draft.
Whew. Game 5. AOE on the blue side this time. Urgottem finally going for the red side strategy. Maybe they just said, okay, we know we got to play the red side. This is the move. We trade 1 for 2 instead of going first pick Leona every time. We're going to see what the bans are. They're actually banning the Aphelios out this time. The set is let through this time around from Urgottem. Thresh, Lee Sin, Aphelios being banned. And of course, AOE are going to ban the Mummy, the LeBlanc, and the Jarvan, which terrorized them in game 1. They don't want to give that composition back. And AOE, now, what will they first pick here? Will they pick themselves up a jungler? Will they pick themselves up a bot laner? A support? Ooh, they're going to take the Ziggs away?
Oh, the Ziggs denial. Okay. No Aphelios, no problem. Rock Boom's going to get that Ziggs. That's just, man, you know, he's been, I want to say he's been waiting for this one. I want to say,
yeah.
Urgottem will still get the Leona.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay. Who are they gonna?
Go back to the Gwen. Okay. So yeah, getting player number 6 back on a more carry champion, because Malphite, as quirky as it was, it wasn't working out for them in that game. Had like 2 good ultimates, and then which is kind of there for the rest of it. So the Gwen, a lot more agency, a lot more to work with. Hallowed Mist is still one of the most annoying abilities in the game.
I
So,
agree.
but guess what?
Oh, yep, the
Dot
set.
gets a set. Seth Yu will be in the game.
Dot getting
And
his
yeah,
set is very, very scary, right?
yeah,
This is one of his most played champions. He's probably played the Gwen set matchup a lot, both in AVL and just in solo queue as well, when Gwen was really strong. We're gonna see how the side lane pressure holds up from Dot here. I believe Gwen just wins late because of her items and because she gets Riftmaker plus Nashers plus Sonya's. As AOE is gonna rotate actually their top laner and potentially their jungler. So they got the Xin Zhao back for round 2. Texmist performed exceptionally well, was able to really he has really good mechanics on Xin Zhao. That's not something you hear a lot or something you really notice, but the fact that he's like aware of what he can E to, aware of how he can EW, and aware of what abilities, what dashes he can R out, it is super, super nice. And I would say he's one of the better Xin Zhaos in the AVL standing right now.
yeah, man, he's played so well on the champion and the pickup for
Oh,
the
this is the new Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah, we're
This
on
is the new,
11.18. This
yeah.
is
So
that
he
Lucian.
has had a little bit more of that force him into bot lane changes. So, but the thing is, that's really good with enchanter supports, and they went the Leona option this time. So
Yeah,
still
could
might
be a mid.
see where that's going to go. Could still be mid.
Yeah. Yeah, usually I think the
More
lane
so. I'm
the
thinking
lane
more
we've seen
so.
popping
Yeah.
up is Lucian Nami. I think that's what's been getting really popular lately in Korea and EU West.
Yeah.
As Urgottem is gonna ban out the Tears of Winter Ezreal. You gotta feel good if you're Tears of Winter, right? Just
You know.
take banning Ezreal. Ezreal never gets banned, right? He's
So
just
he
like
will
at the
end this
standard.
day. Look, he will end this day 100% win rate on his Ezreal still.
Yeah, true. Win or lose at this series. Man's got 100% win rate Ezreal mid specifically. As AOE is just pinching the jungler pool right now, which is really smart. You're taking out the Trundle. I do expect them to ban Viego. They did do it last time. 2 mid lane bans being taken away as well. Urgottem banning
His
the
two best
Ezreal, banning
performing.
the Victor. Yeah, his
Yes,
two
his
best
two best
performing.
performing.
So we're gonna see Winter on something different. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna see something pretty different from him. We're gonna see a different look. Hopefully he can perform. We still don't know. Oh, actually, instead of banning the Viego, they banned the Irelia. Even though the Gwen was up and Regent did not look too hot on the Irelia. I'm going to be honest.
He didn't. I mean, it still provided a lot of agency in those fights for them, even though it wasn't, his best performance. I'm really hoping that AOE don't pick the Echo for Winter, because last week in the series that was one of the champions that he played that he wasn't too good on. He didn't have the best performance on it. Most played being as Victor, highest win rate being as Ezreal. Usually defaults into the Echo or into the Syndra or into the Diana. So the Rise also there.
Why
okay,
are
so
they?
Rise is here. Huh. Huh.
Wait, did Urgottem just rotate their mid laner? 4th pick when they have last pick? I don't see any advantage here of rotating your jungler last pick. You're not really looking for like an advantageous matchup. I would have loved to see Urgottem just save their mid lane pick for R5. But instead, they R4 their mid laner. I don't know what we're going to see. Nautilus is up. You can pair with the Ziggs. Thresh is not up, actually. Oh, is that a... Oh, is it the flex? Is it the set support with the Dot Camille top lane? Looking like it.
Okay,
Looking
that is
like
also
it.
the secret tech. That is also the option. I forgot all about that. Corellian definitely has played a good
Definitely
bit of
plays
set.
the set. It is a flex pick for them, but now, what is Urgottem going to do? They saved their jungler for last pick. They saved their jungler for last pick. What? What? Is that Gwen jungle?
Gwen, okay. Safest bet is Gwen jungle.
Gwen?
I have not seen a Gwen jungle in so long.
It takes a lot of time to ramp up. It takes a lot of time. It needs to farm. It really needs to have a pretty seamless way of going from camp to camp and really not get invaded on. I say that as they're playing into Rise, Camille, Xin Zhao, who, given the correct priorities, I believe Dot will have the priority onto Malphite in the top lane. I assume it's Malphite top, Gwen jungle, Lucian, Leona bot, Azir mid, and then on the side of AOE, you have Zig set bottom lane, the Rise mid, Camille top, and you have the Xin Zhao jungle. And so,
Okay, look,
shifting that over,
this is wild.
Urgottem
Quick stat. Leggins' third most played jungler has been Gwen jungle.
It is Gwen jungle, yes.
So he knows the champion and the matchups very well. Has a pretty sexy 57% win rate on it. Last 10 games played on his OP.GG, 8 of them were Gwen games, and only one of them was a loss. So the man is definitely up to snuff, up to par on this Gwen jungle pick. We'll just have to see how it pans out because
flex is coming out from both teams, right? The set flex being down to the bottom lane, the Gwen flex going into the jungle. You get the Malphite run back, right? They didn't see any problem with that. They said, you know what? It was a fine pick. I liked it. It wasn't bad. I think it did fine. They just needed a little bit more follow-up damage. And who better than Azir to follow up? You know, Malphite ultimate into Shurima Shuffle. Right? You got that.
Actually crazy.
You got Gwen wreaking havoc in the background with the needlework, right? With the scissors, chopping you up. There is a lot of different threats on Urgottem's side, but AOE seems like they got what they wanted. They got the champions that they're comfortable on, right? Rockboom got his Ziggs. Cerulean got his set. Dot got his Camille. Hexmas got the Xin Zhao. AOE Phenomenon's team screams, this is what we want. This is our comfort. This is what we're doing. And Urgottem's like, you know what? We're gonna draft like geniuses. We're gonna try to big brain you. We're gonna try to be adaptive. We're gonna try to flex stuff around. We're gonna throw you off. We're gonna lure you into a sense of comfort. And here's the Malphite top. Here's the Gwen jungle. Here's the Azir mid. You know what? We're actually gonna throw a Lucian Leona in there as well because Lucian got buffed. Lucian's really good right now, and we don't care that we don't have an enchanter with it. We're gonna pair him up.
This is so crazy. Like I'm sitting here like looking at these stats, looking at these games played. We were talking about the pocket picks coming out last game.
It looks like both teams are pulling out all the stops.
Yeah. And like AOE's team composition, like just looking at it on paper, oh my god, that's so crazy. Like I'm surprised they didn't sneak us with the Camille Galio, since you know Galio was available this time, and I know they do like to play it, but for them opting in, you know, the Camille, the set, switcheroo, really nice there. It's such good damage, but on the opposite side,
both team comps scale really well. Yeah, both team comps have scaling options, right?
It's almost like Urgottem. It's almost like Urgottem's like, look, we know they like to play late, and they can and have beat us later the game goes on. So Urgottem's going to try to match that late game with late game, and look,
yeah, Azir late game, Gwen late game, even Lucian now with the changes, his late game build does more damage, right? He's not. I wouldn't say, of course, he's not a late game AD carry. Oh, of course, by no means am I saying that. But you compare 11.18 Lucian to like 11.12 Lucian. Oh, very different champions. You know, build paths are different now. He's more geared towards doing more damage in the late game. AOE Phenomenon, they got Dot on the Camille. They got Rise, right, for late game damage. I mean, Ziggs, he's more mid game. He's more mid game.
But you did see that late game damage.
Yeah, we did see him, right? He's no slouch. He's no slouch. My only issue is that how does Cerulean get in? Because he seems like the engage. It's Dot. It feels like it's Dot and Cerulean have to engage because there shouldn't be an opportunity where Xin Zhao gets a WE off, right? Or a long range W onto Urgottem. You have so much mobility. You have so much tankiness coming out from Leona Malphite. Lucian can dash out. Azir can dash out. Like you said, Hollow Mist coming out from Gwen. She has that. So it's really going to be either a flank from Camille or if Cerulean can get like a flash body slam somebody into the enemy team. Because you have to believe, if Cerulean body slams anybody into AOE Phenomenon, that guy's dead. You have the Rise lockdown on top of the Rock Boom damage, on top of the Dot damage. Like it is so much.
It's so much.
The 5v5 I will give to Urgottem though. I think I give 5v5 to Urgottem, but AOE Phenomenon definitely have that lockdown, like, see hero, we're going to kill this guy. We're going to throw the whole thing and the kitchen sink at him.
The whole thing. Throw the house at him. Full, like, just, I don't know. This is going to show my age. The Final Fantasy VI train suplex spot. Just do it. Absolutely throw everything at them. So, with that being said, don't touch your browsers, babies. We're coming back. Game 5, the deciding final match between AOE Phenomenon and Urgottem Evolve. We'll see you in a second.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Here we are, right into it. Everybody's drawn their battle lines. Oh man, get your favorite themes playing, get them all pumping because this is it. The final game. Winner gets that seat in finals, and loser just kind of cries, I guess.
Loser cries, packs his bags, go home. He's a fourth-rate duelist with a third-rate deck, as we would like to call it. AOE, like you said, on the blue side, we've got Dot in the top lane, Hexmith in the jungle, Tears of Winter in the mid lane, AOE Rock Boom in that bottom lane position, and Cerulean on the support. On our Urgottem side, you got player number 6 in the top lane, Legans in the jungle, Regent 11 in the mid lane, Last Dance DF in the bottom lane, Side Esu in that support role. And it looks like we're going to get things started very, very quickly.
Boy. Looking for it? No, but fighting over wards, that's fine, I guess. +10, nice. Yeah, Last Dance gonna get that.
They might hit 6 off of this first wave, which is really, really important. If they can get that level 2 push, they can get that shove in, it can delay what Ziggs wants to do. Shove you under turret, wave clear, and just scale up, because we were talking about it offline. How does Lucian lane into Ziggs here? How does he dash in without getting face pulled, without getting satchel charge, without eating a bunch of mines? As he dodges that first face pull out. 0 for 1 on Cerulean.
Come on, get the face breakers in it. You gotta get in it to win it. Hulk up, brother. We're gonna get sued. But AOE, they're riding that high. Potential first sweeps always get me hyped. So getting into that mindset, settling it down a little bit, resetting. It's key right now, as the mid lane matchup's going to be a big scale fest. We'll have to see if either jungler will pay any attention to that. You'd have to think they would once they hit about 6. Wow, that wave clear. Oh god, it's still so strong. Anyway, he's going to eat a little bit of damage here. Tears of Winter.
Yeah, Rise just chugging on potions right now. Yeah, Tears of Winter chugging on potions, just looking to burn as much of Regent's resources as he can here. Regent still has the 2 pots, like you said. Actually opts to burn one as I say that. And yeah, you got the Hulkamania, you got the Hulk brother impression going, but I got a mean Macho Man Randy Savage, so I definitely don't want to get sued here. Or don't want to get Vanguard League in any trouble, Aegis Vanguard League. But lane's going as expected as we can. Regent looking a lot safer already, a lot better on these casters, these mages, than he did on the past 3 picks. I'm going to be honest. And I know it sounds like I'm harping on him a lot, but he was really, really underwhelming in even the game 2 that they won on the Yone. He just looked very unpolished.
Yeah, on these melee champions, these bruisers, as we're saying that, good gank coming in. Hexmith, they're flashing forward. Rune Prison connected. He doesn't have the ability to flash out, but will trade.
Trade for trade.
Survive?
Oh,
he execute! He didn't auto him. Are you kidding me? Oh no, Regent! Regent can't. Oh no. That's unfortunate.
That's a big, grave mistake there. Xin Zhao gonna get that early lead, gonna get that kill and trade essentially nothing. AoE loses for it. Just a little bit of jungle tempo, but you're not worried about that because it's Legans, right? On the Gwen, right? He's not gonna really be able to really, use the fact that the jungler is behind. There's camps. He hasn't taken any camps. I have a gank window here. This guy's just looking to farm, and he's looking to join team fights, or he's looking to counter gank, or he's looking to really start cleaning up as the combo.
Flash to follow with the ignite, the haymaker. She shouldn't heal off
of
that.
Flash.
No, he
does flash.
Oh, Rockboom not opting to burn the flash. He can get turned on real fast. The mechanics that was frame perfect gameplay right there from Cerulean. The face breaker into the flash, haymaker into the ignite. Just like if Last Dance did not have that potion right there, he definitely would have been dead.
Oh yeah, 100%. As Regent still farming it up, did get killed unfortunately into that mid lane. Doesn't have any resources to check on, no potions, nothing, and Yeah, this is really tough because Urgottem has to realize that Legans can't really gank a lane. He can't really do anything. So Hexmas is free to just kind of spam gank around and kind of be annoying. And Urgottem just has to absorb the pressure and hopefully not die and play for these team fights, like I said, as we potentially see a solo kill coming out.
No, there will be a TP from Tears of Winter to help his homie out. And that's actually a really interesting call. Like, really good for them.
Really good for Urgottem, right? To burn the TP off.
Yeah. Oh, man. Burn the TP from Tears of Winter. Not dying there, though. That was actually very pivotal because he was low enough, I do believe, for player number 6 just to all in him. But he decided to dissuade off just because, you know, that TP coming in from Tears of Winter is actually pretty damn terrifying. So for him to grab that, a good +1 for them. But yeah, TP will be the cost of that.
And player number 6, now level 6. Probably gonna look to... Ooh, we see a gank coming down. Never mind. It gets spotted out. The Legans trying to do something. Has the ghost, interestingly enough, instead of the flash like we mentioned. So he's really looking to just move around in these fights and really just be annoying. As he's gonna get his back or his recall stopped, unfortunately, by AOE Rock Boom. And this game 5, definitely not what we were expecting in terms of pace, right? It's very, very slow. Both teams are on game point. They both don't want to mess up. They both don't want to give anybody a huge lead and let them walk away with it for free. This just kind of tends to what happens at game 5, unfortunately, you know?
Yeah, neither team wants to, you know, give an inch. They don't. It's not necessarily playing scared, but they do definitely play a lot more cautious than the previous games.
Respectful is the word I would use.
Yeah. As we do see both supports roaming up. Great follow, great ultimate coming out from Regent. That Haymaker's so much damage. The Ignite is down once again. Rock Boom TP'd in. That's the kill. The bot lane rotates up to the mid lane and grabs himself some kills.
Lucian might be able to get a turret or two here, so to offset the gold that Rock Boom got, he definitely has that opportunity. The kill ended up going to Desu, unfortunately, so unfortunate because you would have loved to see Regent pick up that kill, possibly death his lost chapter there. Player number 6, TPs are coming down, body in the top lane.
Did drop the ultimate there. Did he just turn around? That's incredible. The mechanics from Hexmas are still great. There's the dive coming in. Peter connects. Hexmas will drop in the interim. Legans is here, full stacks, needlework going in. Here's the Winter sitting on a ward. He might not know it. He is running away. Corellian will have to back. He's watching his friend right now, but Phase Rush will get him out of there. Multiple TPs committed. Good rotation from both teams. Legans showing up at the ample time to clean up, get a kill under his belt. Great for them on that reply. Urgottem definitely still in this.
Oh, it's going to eat
the Gatling. All of that should connect. One dash under. Okay. Ult for ult. Good trade. Satchel is there. Trying to bait him. Recalling right under tower. He knows he's not going to be able to dive. No wave. Not enough health. Yeah, that's just...
You have to believe that top lane fight would have turned differently if player number 6 landed the ultimate. Hexmas kind of just did the S key turn around and completely broke player number 6's ankles, unfortunately.
Ankles gone.
Yeah, he needed to ice those. Azir, for all the roaming he did, for everything he's done, he's 0-3-2, still doesn't have his lost chapter, still is in not that comfortable position yet. Burned a TP as well, top, I believe, and now Tears of Winter will, for a moment, have the TP advantage onto him once his TP obviously comes up. So we're going to see where he uses that. First TP that used from Tears of Winter was just to scare off a solo kill. Player number 6 is getting to that point where he can get really tanky, but also Camille is getting to the, true damage Q Cho'Gath level where it doesn't matter how tanky Malphite gets. Camille's just going to be able to lane into a free, as we do see lane swap coming up, or just moving the bottom lane into the Herald area, into the top lane, so they don't miss any minions. Camille's gonna go down into that bottom lane, and pings are going out to that dragon, but Malphite is here, so is Azir. You should not be afraid of that. Camille that's coming up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
they're just gonna give it off? Yeah, okay.
Have to.
Yeah, not everybody. Everybody is focusing up top side, so that's gonna be, once again, we did see this last game a lot. AOE very willing to trade.
Four-man dive. TP advantage is up for them.
Four-man dive. Got Shelly popped. Gonna wait for the charge. The culling is available. Corelli, an interesting haymaker just to stay alive, get some shields going. And there's the hook shot off. Hextep ultimatum goes down. The target is Last Dance, and that will be his last dance as the showstopper comes out. Stopwatch burned by Saidesu, but Rockboom will take the kill in the end. All that fracas just to go down. And yeah, Urgottem getting 2 kills, getting multiple plates, and I think Rockboom is in a position to take this tower. Yes, there's the signal, and there's the satchel. First brick gold going over to AOE.
I think that's the first time.
Dragon. Yeah, first time this series that AOE managed to get the first tower.
First tower.
Great gold into their pockets across all members. And they got a lot of tempo. They're making sure that Last Dance has a lot of trouble getting to that mid game.
Yeah, good solution pick. Not panning out enough yet. That dive did happen, and that's a TP advantage, right? Dot had over player number 6, so player number 6 wasn't able to answer. He was down in the bottom lane, actually. Once he was spotted out, they're like, oh, we call this dive, right? This is easy. It's 4 versus 2. We have the lockdown. We have the Zinzao. We have so much tankiness. We have the ability to juggle turret aggro really, really well. Set is a champion that just juggles turret aggro really, really well. So Last Dance is going to have to farm up, get his items, and see what he can do here. The carries on the side of Urgottem not doing too hot right now. Regent 0-3, Lucian 0-1. While on the flip side, you got Ziggs 2-0-1. You have Dot 1-0-2. You even have Rise 0-1-2 right now on his lost chapter, on his tier of the goddess, and he's just kind of ahead right now with a bit of an item lead.
Yes, it's this is that game that Rockboom, you know, he's been 1.5. He's been performing very well on Aphelios all series long. And I think the one time, yeah, because he's played what, 4 Aphelios games straight, or what's kind of different?
Yep.
Yeah,
4 Aphelios games.
And now he's
Aphelios Braum specifically.
Yeah, right. So now he's finally had a chance to cut loose and throw some bombs, and it reminds you why Ziggs is such a scary champion right now. And
yeah,
AOE a little bit in the lead. Some kills. Yeah, they dropped the dragon, but these rotations coming out consistently across the map, keeping that pressure up, make sure Urgottem have to play to the beat of their drum right now. Urgottem have to think about what they're going to have to do, how they're going to get into this game as the pings once again. Are we looking at another dive right now, should be?
Ooh, AOE wants to kill this game now. They want to nip it in the bud. Just the way they're playing, the confidence they're exuding right now. Oh, as another dive coming out of the top lane.
A good dodge as Regent will take a bunch of damage. The Howled Mist allowing Leggins to dive under tower will get them a kill. And I think, yeah, this is tower.
I don't think that Thatcher's going to get it.
Oh, what? Was it like 2 hits? Come on. Okay, they're going to go right back on there. Get one more play.
Oh, it was 2 hits.
It was 4 hits. And yeah, that's going to be that.
Oh, Last Dance?
Last Dance, getting into a battle with Hex Mist. That new culling does so much damage, so many more bullets. And it's going to push Hex Mist away. Last Dance, not going to drop this time.
No, and yeah, Zinzao just eating that culling pretty much every single bullet, it looked like there. And Last Dance picking up some plates for himself. Player number 6 looks like he wants to go for a solo kill. He doesn't think he can get it. Didn't want to ult the Zig. Zig still has flash up. Tears of Winter doesn't have his flash up, which is going to be really important in this upcoming dragon fight. So if they do catch him, he's dead. Ultimates will be back up for, I believe, everybody for this next dragon fight. Culling, Shurima Shuffle, and the Gwen ultimate should be up in about 45 seconds. Flashes are down, like I said, for crucial members on AOE. All the flashes will be up by the time the dragon is up on Urgottem. Or no, sorry, apologies. Regent's flash won't be up, but he's going to be playing super, super far away with sand soldiers and everything.
Yeah, it's, man, this is not what you wanted. We were talking about Regent being a little bit coin flippy these past few games, and it's just really showing. He was so dominant in game 1 and super strong in game 2, but like,
I think Cerulean's flash is going to be the key here, right? If he gets that double face pull, if he gets the flash, face pull on, he will just immobilize and really free up a lot of his other members to do a lot of follow-up damage, right? We saw the single target lockdown. We were talking about it earlier. Both top laners in the top lane. Dot doesn't have TP. Player number 6 does. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a 4v4 down by Dragon. Mount Dragon is spawned. We can get a look down there. I do see lots of pings in the area. They're positioning for something. I believe AOE is going to make a choice. They're going to give the second Dragon once again opt in for a tower. They don't have a wave to work with though, so this is actually a bit of a blunder on AOE's part.
It's just free, yeah.
Completely free, and yeah, Urgottem's going to go ahead and grab that rotate over just in time. Interesting calls being made by AOE on some of these. Yes, they can outfight them. The flash for flash. Well, Realmwarp is there. Will they be able to get out? No! Great Emperor's Divide. There's the bomb from downtown. Lots of damage going around.
Player number 6.
Oh, get away. No. Over the side. Oh my god. He managed to
He has ultimate up.
Coolian
that's
did
3
die in
people.
that exchange. That's so crazy. 3 people there looking for it. Player number 6 does have flash available.
Oh, it's a 3-man! Knocked up!
There's the Zenith blade, but the damage is still there for all of AOE as Doc gets the shutdown. Last Dance gets the kill on the Tears, which look how low the health bars are. Rock moves untouched on the backside. Not a lot of mana to work with, but just enough to do the damage as there is 2 more kills quick coming into the side of AOE. Great setup from player number 6, but unable to capitalize on it was Urgottem, and that will just be in the end of it, just a 1-for-3 situation going the way of AOE. And they're making pings, gonna go straight for Herald number 2 right here.
Yeah, they're gonna take Herald number 2. They're gonna probably use it in conjunction with their Ziggs to take a turret down. Mid-tier 1 is gonna go down already. They have the satchel, I wanna say. Yep, it's in satchel range. It's done. And it just took really long for Urgottem to pull the trigger. Player number 6 at multiple points in time had a 3-man knockup, but waited for them to retreat, waited for them to get all their cooldowns back, and then they went in. Last Dance was the only one that had any HP. Like you said, Regent was really low, Leggins was really low, even Saidetsu was low. So, yeah, I don't know, a bit of a head scratcher of a mistake there, and that's just something where you go back and body and look at it and go, oh, yeah, wait, we shouldn't have probably gone in there because all of our carries were low and we couldn't follow up. Last Dance was able to pick up a kill, was able to get his Kraken Slayer here, and Mythics are coming out for everybody on both teams, essentially. Only the mid laners are missing theirs because of essentially just how expensive. Yeah. As how expensive mid lane items are. I mean, both of them are not doing too hot. 0-3 and 3, 0-4 and 3 on these both mid laners. It's really just Dot and Rock Boom versus Legans and Last Dance. It's really
In that last fight though, one of the key catalysts of Urgottem losing that though, so many cooldowns were burned trying to get Corellian, who blast coned over the side and still survived all of that initial upfront damage. Yes, they were able to pick up Tears of Winter off an amazing Emperor's Divide coming out from Regent, but like you said, them not following up on player number 6, great ultimate that got 3 people knocked up and you couldn't follow up off of that. That's
Regent might die here.
So
Regent is dead here, actually.
He's dead, completely dead. We'll get another shuffle off as everybody's just trying to get it, who can get the credit first. And while all that was happening in the bot lane, Urgottem was trying to dive Tears of Winter in the mid lane. He survived, didn't have to burn Flash or his ultimate either. So they were both had the similar ideas for both teams.
They're gonna get both here?
Got it. Gets one more charge off, but we'll go down.
The boys are coming. The boys are coming with the flank.
Look at that deep flank, baby. Call it a steak. It's so juicy. They're looking to catch onto Last Dance and Leggins as they are running up through their red side. Will not get caught onto. Dot is there. Maybe get a red steal, but no. They're just going to go ahead and chase him out of town. Flexing the muscles on him. Seth's got some pretty good abs, so he can do a lot of flexing. As AOE now, they just feel they're in a comfortable position over Urgottem here. And this is getting real shaky now. Yes, Urgottem have 2 dragons. Yes, they still have pretty solid footing, but AOE are taking these fights. And that lead can only grow. And these are some champions you don't want that to grow on. Dot 4-0 and 3 on this Camille. You have Rockboom 2-0 and 3 on 2-0 and 4 on this Ziggs. He's been landing all his shots. And Hexmas, we talked about it last game and the game before. Him on the Xin Zhao is absolutely terrifying, and he is showing why.
Whew. Beautiful. Crow, man, that was I'm still reeling back. Call it a deep play. Oh my god, it's juking juicy. Oh my god. As we see potentially a team fight coming out here. Dragon is coming up as well. It is Cloud Soul for the Soul of Choice here. That's the first Cloud Soul we've gotten this series. It's been 3 Mountain Drakes, 1 Infernal Soul. We're gonna see Regent just eating Qs here and there, and that turret's gonna be gone very, very soon. It's pretty much within range as leg ends. Oh, Dot's just gonna hook shot out.
Yes, no
I
flash, no problem. He can.
Urgottem you just gotta take the dragon for free. Give up that turret. It's tier 2 anyways.
Oh,
they're actually gonna go for a fight. Misses the
Oh!
3-1 couple.
The red work actually worked this time, but the rest of the team is getting collapsed on as great haymaker. Cruellian gets one before he drops, and that is needlework coming out for
Re-engage.
Legends. Yes, re-engage is there. Hextech Ultimatum is available for Dot, so is the Ignite, but Hexmiss will jump forward, eat a few bullets from Last Dance, as he is in that point where he does do a decent amount of damage, has a red buff at his disposal. Red buff plus Kraken Slayer on this Lucian actually is a lot of damage. Cloud Drake is available, and I think this time AOE.
Oh, why would you TP to the turret? It's almost gone.
2v3 rather. Dot is gonna get engaged on. Just now burns the ultimate. Tactical sweep does heal him up a good bit. Flash to follow. Last Dance gets collapsed back in on Rock Boom as a blue buff, and he's a Ziggs. That's terrifying.
Oh, he's dashing around. The blue swing. The blue swings.
Oh my god, hold me close, Tiny Dancer, as Last Dance will get 2 kills under his belt and a blue buff for his troubles. Yes, AOE finally gets a dragon in theirs, but this is we were talking about in that Champs Life. This new Lucian actually does well once you get to that mid-lane spot, a mid-game spot, once you get a few kills under his belt, and it is showing right now as Cruellian just shadowing player number 6. Set does a pretty decent time against tanks. Lots of damage there to go, but he did manage to get that 2 kills in his belt. He has the Dead Man's Blade, so that's real scary for a big, beefy dude like Set to run at you. Cruellian shows he knows his mechanics on this champion. As we have a little bit of a pause, it's taking a moment.
Breathe,
Shibby, let's talk about this right now because the compositions.
Dude, Last Dance looks good on that Lucian. Was able to dodge out a lot of the abilities. Is using his E cooldown very effectively. Picked up 2 kills there as well. Hasn't backed, so you have to believe he's going to back on possibly a more mana, a Essence Reaver that we've liked to see. And I see a lot of Lucian's build. I mean, there's so many different item build packs he can go, which will give him that much more damage. That was a really weird disengage from AOE because the Realm Warp did work, but it worked and it just left Cruellian out to dry, essentially. He did trade the kill, the Haymaker, like you said, the true damage, but you have to believe that if Azir actually got their Shima Shuffle off, it would have ended up being worse for them. Because then you would have had Rise in that fight, then you would have had, I believe it was Zinzao was also Rise and Zin got essentially taxied out. And then they were on the other side of the wall, and Dot couldn't really go in, and they were just able to focus, Cruellian down. That TP coming out from player number 6, I believe it was his, kind of a blunder, right? TP'd onto a turret that was in Zig satchel range. So you can definitely see the nerves and the decisiveness when it gets to these, knife's edge team fights that both of these teams are faltering. And it's just really, this game isn't about necessarily who plays like insane or who's having a breakout performance. It's about the team that just makes less mistakes, and those small minuscule mistakes right there, if that TP gets channeled somewhere else, if it gets completed, that's a double kill possibly, or that's a team fight. That's another follow-up engage from player number 6 onto the remaining members of AOE. It's those small things, along with, it looks like the dragon is probably going to be picked up based off of what we saw before the pause, that the dragon is going to be picked up by AOE, and it does get picked up by AOE as we are back into this game, I think, momentarily. Just look across the board, right? You have Ziggs 3, 1, and 5 going for the double burn build with Demonic Embrace Leandris. It's a bit of a tank buster as well, especially into Malphite Leona, and just having that burn damage, like you said, is really, really nice. And both these mid laners just aren't, unfortunately, they just are not at their power spikes. They're supposed to be at 22 minutes. They've been fighting a lot. They've been dying a lot. Regent more than
6. Oh man. Yeah. That's a reportable offense anyway, as Dot is going to get dove. I don't think he sees the rest of the team. No, he doesn't. Does get hit with the Hextech Ultimatum and stunned up, locked down. Nowhere for him to go. No flash available. And that's actually going to be Regent's first kill. And celebration is due as he's going to get the kill, get the turret, solo gold for himself. That'll put him in a pretty spot. So he has 3 stacks on the Dark Seal. That's a good bit of change in his pocket as the rest of the team know they're not.
The call for the Baron is here.
Throwback. Game 3, this happened, but it was Urgottem trying to sneak it as tip of the cap. Look how fast it burns down. It's only
Handle again, be a hero.
He does have Blast Plant. Hallow misses it. He gets showstopper right back out.
Oh, and the Blast Plant out.
I love you. Oh my god, he's running for his life. Does have the Haymaker shield. Yes, he will trade his life so the rest of his team can get out. Cruellian playing everything to the best of his ability. Managed to save that Baron. Hallow miss don't work if the person's right in front of your face. And he remembered that, saving the ultimate. He knew his role. He knew what he needed to do. This is really good for AOE. 4 members with Baron, 2 of which are really good split pushers. Honestly, 3. Ziggs can do pretty well as this is the time that they need to grow this gold lead farther. They need to balloon this. They need to make the decision. Are you going to 4-1? Are you going to 3-2? How are you going to play this next few minutes? Because with this Baron buff on these members, they are aiming to take towers. They already have 6 towers 24 minutes into the game. So there's not a lot more for them to take, but definitely them grouping up and using this Baron buff is definitely was what they need to do to snuff out Urgottem to prevent them from even getting any semblance of a comeback.
This can't be one of those takeaway Barons, right? Where it's just, oh, we got the Baron and we just because we can take it away from you. They have to use it to get some turrets. They have to use it to potentially crack an inhibitor turret or even an inhibitor open as Dot. Ooh, going for the 1v3.
Such great timing! Such great timing! He's buying so much time. Here's the rest of the team, but they're going right under the Zir turret. Culling goes out, so much damage.
Last Dance is low.
Last Dance is super low. He's burning down.
He's burning. He's thinking. He's dead.
Demonic Embrace plus the Leandries, baby. That's so much damage.
This could be the game.
That's going to be one more going down in return. Stasis for a little bit. They do have the way to work with. That's 4 down. It's only player number 6. You didn't think it would happen with the first 2 games on how they went. Urgottem with decisive 2-0. AOE, both of their numbers, got their mental in check. They brought back 2. This is the 3rd they need to push in the finals. The rest of the team is there. Give yourselves a pat on the back, boys. AOE phenomenon, proving there's still such a phenomenon.
Oh, wait.
Tower is going down. Respawn timers are too long. I don't think they can do it.
Oh, the game's over.
Game, set, match. AOE phenomenon takes
us
to game 5.
This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened, beautiful crow. They reverse sweeped them out of here. AOE 3-2. Get him under the rug. Get him under the bed. Your Urgottem evolved falls, and AOE, the mental fortitude, the immaculate mentality, the drafts, being able to run it back and winning the game in an insane fashion.
Twice. This is 2 series now. Last week, they kind of threw a little bit, but recovered the ball. This week, they got beat down and rose back to the top. AOE phenomenon is actually insane. A phenomenon like their namesake for sure, as you would not have thought them able to come back from 2 23-minute stomps.
Guys,
to take us to a game 5 and to win it.
I'm looking for Urgottem. Where are they? Crow, where are they? Are they in my closet? Where are they? Where's Urgottem? Are they under my bed? What happened? A 2-0 lead.
Man.
A 2-0 lead, and they choke it. They whiff it. They just had to win 1 out of 3.
They just did.
They ran back the same lanes. They ran back the same. They ran back most of the same.
Yep. The same composition. Back to back to back to back. And it worked. Like, it's oh man. So with that, we do have our bracket for next week. Glaive Esports Prime versus AOE Phenomenon. That's going to be crazy. AOE Phenomenon taking down I want to say Urgottem was the 2nd seed coming into this.
They were the 2nd seed in the playoffs. I believe they were the number 1 seed in the regular season.
Number 1 seed regular season, second seed
in
in
their
playoffs,
bracket.
takes them out. So now they're going for the big guns. Glaive
And
Sports Prime.
These are two organizations that have matched up in multiple different finals across
Yes.
multiple different leagues. I know both of those boys, both of those organizations come out strong, right? They come in deep. Twitch chat is gonna be exciting. Twitch chat's gonna be amazing. These two, AOE and Glaive, I've seen them play in Risen. I've seen them play in XLNC. I've seen these guys match up time and time again. And this series, if it's gonna be anything like the semifinals of AOE, right? I don't think Glaive has had a streamed game yet, so you gotta believe they're gonna be looking to show off a little bit. AOE has had 2 streamed games, both going to game 5, both winning in an exciting fashion. And this finals matchup next Monday is going to be insane. But we are going to take it to a very, very short break as we pull somebody from AOE Phenomenon for an interview here. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Aegis Vanguard League post-game interview between Urgottem Evolved and AOE Phenomenon. AOE Phenomenon took it in an exciting 5-game series, got the reverse sweep on. I am your colorcaster Pro and Star, should be here with Beautiful Crow, and our interviewee of tonight is AOE Phenomenon's bottom lane player, AOE Rock Boom. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm just hyped that we reverse swept these guys. Woo! Let's go. We had the sub. We were a little worried because the sub, but it didn't matter. We knew we were better than them. We knew we could win.
Okay. First question. First question coming in here. What is the mentality going through AOE and specifically you guys' bot lane to essentially run the same bot lane matchup 4 times in a row? You split it. You went 0-2 in the beginning. Like, how do you rally back? What is the mentality going into it and saying, you know what, I want this matchup again and again, and we're going to win? You even it up 2-2, and you actually drew an Aphelios ban out as well. Who is making those calls on AOE? What's happening?
Well, we actually liked our draft. Like, I feel like we just did the same drafts like 3 games in a row. And like the first time we actually really liked it. We did lose though because we just we made a pretty big mistake. Like, we were winning, we were probably gonna win that game, but we just made a really bad mistake that just caused the game to be really hard. So like, just going into the next game, we were like, okay guys, like just don't int again, and we'll just outdraft them, we'll outplay them. And I personally really like Aphelios and the Ziggs because I feel like you can't even do anything, honestly. I feel like you can't.
And specifically with the support matchup, are you communicating with are you communicating with your support here? Are you telling him, hey, just run back Aphelios Braum? I think it's really good. Or do you kind of let him pick the matchup? Like, do you guys communicate on that together for the 2v2?
Yeah, we usually talk it out as like a team, but they picked Leona, and Braum is really good into Leona, so we were totally fine with just picking Aphelios Braum into Leona any day of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally get that. Great matchups. Oh my god, the game number, like, when did you said you already knew you were better than them and said you knew you could beat them, but when did it like settle in your mind? Because game 3 really looked like you shook their mental. Game 4 was so close all the way through. Can you walk me through, the comms, the demeanor of your team in that game 4 with how close it actually was?
Well, the thing is, we never really were scared. We always thought we were better than them. Like, it's not like just because we lost the first 2 games, we were really like, okay, like reverse sweep time, like perfect. Because we lost the first game because we had a sub and 3 bans were missing. That was really hard to play. They got 3 of the best picks in the game, so it was really hard to win game 1. And then game 2, like I said, like I feel like we liked our draft a lot. It's just like I said before, we just made 1 int, and just made it hard to play. It's like we were totally fine with just doing the same stuff.
And I kind of want to speak about that phenomenon, right? The one play. We talked about it during the cast. We talked about it offline as well, where it's like, we're at the top 4 of Aegis Vanguard League. All these teams that are here deserve to be here. You guys are going against the Glaive boys next week, an organization that you guys have probably played multiple times in different other series. And how does that factor in where it's like only one mistake can really just set the pace of the game, and whichever team has that gold lead, as we saw, can doesn't let up, doesn't give you room to breathe, only pushes pedal to the metal? Is it just for you guys essentially just going, okay, those first 2 games we inted, it was one thing. It's almost as if your comfort zone is game 5s. Would you say that is your comfort zone? Is it something you're willing to embrace? Like, how does that work?
AOE phenomenon lives on pressure. Put us in every game 5 and we'll win them all, guaranteed. Because we it's the pressure, bro. We're all young. We're all little prodigies. We like the pressure. I swear. It makes us all think better, play better. I swear. I don't know what it is. We always lose the first few games, and then we just once the pressure hits, it's like okay, it's time to step it up.
Yes, sir. That adrenaline high. Totally get that. It makes sense. So that's 2 best of 5s in a row. You've put to game 5. Do you believe for your finals next Monday against Glaive that it's going to go to 5 games, or are you going to stomp them out sooner?
Well, I'm hoping for a 3-0, but if it goes to game 5, I'm not too worried about it. But I'm hoping for a 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0. Okay. You
I
heard
think
it
we
here.
can. I think after like I feel like we're playing really well now. I totally think we can 3-0 them next week. If we just continue to play well, continue to draft well, continue to communicate well, and we can definitely be the best team in this league.
I believe it.
I mean, you better believe that everybody on Aegis Vanguard, league, the viewers, us, the casters, everybody, we don't doubt you guys anymore. Game 5, we're like, okay, it's 0-0 to them. They don't care. They've won 2 games. That's going to be it for our interview questions. Rockboom, do you have anybody to shout out? You can shout out your you can shout out your friends, your parents, whoever you want. Just go on. Chill as best as you can if you want.
I want to shout out my team 1. Love you guys. Good job performing. AOE org, you guys are great. Love you guys. I also want to shout out all the friends and my brothers too that are all watching the stream. Thanks so much. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, that shout out is through. Beautiful Crow, take us out of here.
Oh man, it's been a long one. Another 4-hour stream fest, baby. As 5 games once again happened. 2 Titans came in, 1 fell. And now we have 1 more final to go. Next week, same time, it's going to be AOE Phenomenon versus Glaive Prime. Oh man, I'm gonna be there. Shibby's gonna be there. We need all of you guys to be there. So for myself and the rest of the broadcast team, everybody have a good night. Go to get some Denny's, whatever. Whew, take a look, kick your feet up. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Bye-bye.